And you hit record, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's just been a few times I've forgotten, and it's not the biggest deal. I can always download the VOD later.
We're good. We should be good. I think we're good.
I normally wait, so yeah, I guess we're good now. So hello, I'm West Dispersion.
I'm Sam. We're here. We're beating Gale of Darkness tonight. Hopefully.
Probably. I think the team's strong enough. Do you wanna guess who like the strongest is on the team right now?
Probably Gardevoir.
Nope.
Is it Bruce?
I think he's second, and she's
Who last time was holding the XP share for just an unreasonable amount of time, and they were like a million levels above everyone? Is it Sping?
Sping might be the strongest on the team.
That XP share puts in work.
Well, we just like left it on him for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And everybody else, like, kind of like I was using Bruce and Natasha a good bit.
It's Jason, but spelled dumb.
Oh, for a second I was like, you didn't just throw out one, did you? Good evening, Rayquaza.
You're doing Mount Battle stuff.
Yes, I am.
After we finish, are you gonna try to get to 100 on your own, or no? You don't care enough?
I think on my own, I will try to do the extra tournament, 100 with Mount Battle, and all Shadow Pokemon Purified.
I did not think you would care that much.
I think I need Bruce.
Is Shadow Lugia still just Psychic Flying?
Yeah. But it just got Shadow moves. You know how it is.
Oh. Well, I didn't know because he's like extra Shadow.
Bug resist.
Maybe he's Shadow type.
By the way, does Bug resist Dark?
No?
Okay, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
I did 1 HP. 1 HP was all I needed.
He had 1 HP in a dream, and it failed him.
Yeah, how does Ninjask and Shedinja work in Nuzlocke?
Is
that legal?
Both, yeah. At least that's how I've always played it.
But what about if we were doing a Soul Link, and one of us caught an Nincada?
I'm not sure, then you might have to pick.
Oh, man. You better be very confident that no one's gonna have, like, one of the 4 types of moves that can hurt a Shedinja.
Because Shedinja can just break some gym leaders that don't have moves to counter it, but Ninjask is just generally more useful for, like, speed boost.
Well, once you're already the fastest, what's the point of continuing with a boost?
Not always the fastest. Sometimes there's
he is.
There's a slacking that's faster than you. But only 50% of the time. You better kill those poor, happy, innocent rodents that are just happy.
I think when I did this
here.
before, these were like some of the scariest ones because they just kept on being. Well, they were fast and they were just like using slash with stab. It was just kind of like, oh. Fairy swipes.
It missed.
I mean, Big Billy's fine.
Boom.
I meant to attack Linoon with that. Huh.
I'm not sure if they die. The people or the Pokemon? You push them off the platform into the hot lava if they lose? Kecleon.
Yeah, I did watch. I did watch some stuff on this.
On Gale of Darkness?
Just like the Gen 3 stuff in general, and there was like a hefty section on this. Apparently the people who made this game were people that Nintendo poached from Sony. Actually, they say Sony, but from the sounds of it, they said it was people who like worked on Dragon Quest.
Oh.
And none of them knew anything about Pokemon. And the one guy who designed the Ore region, apparently he only bothered doing it because he's like, I want to bring like some darkness to this cute little Pokemon game.
But people just fell over or fall over.
It's a big platform, but yeah, I don't know. Like, this is kind of a rule of cool game when you think about it.
So if you
Like,
lost
it's
a Pokemon
very
battle,
dumb.
you would not flop on your back on the ground.
I'm
and
pretty
be
sure
like,
I would.
"I'm defeated."
I'm pretty sure I would white out and.
You would mysteriously end up in a Pokemon Center. Oh, she didn't fall all the way. She just fainted.
Sometimes though, they do the thing where it's like your character rushed to the Pokemon Center, protecting his Pokemons along the way. You know.
Yeah.
I swear it used to be like blacked out, but then at some point they switched to whited out. But
yeah.
I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played Gen 1.
It did change at some point from one to the other.
I kind of almost like wanted to say that it was like a game where it was like these are the regular versions and then this is the special third version, and I thought it was like their dumb way of being like it's different now.
You don't black out, you white out. You better watch out for that Vigoroth.
I'm assuming that Big Billy can kill them in a single hit.
Vigoroth's pretty strong.
Oh, damn.
He has decent stats. Because he evolves into the king of stats. Oh, they have a new name now, apparently. They're not pseudo-legendaries.
Fuck!
Game I don't know why I said Game Freak wants them called, super powerful or something? Super powered Pokemon? I forget what the terminology is. But they're like, stop calling them pseudo-legendaries. If it's 600 or more, they're super good boys.
That really screws me, doesn't it?
I don't know what is up with them recently, and...
What, trying to rename things that we just have words for?
No, that's not the Route 1 flying type. That's the Fly High Soar Eagle Bird. It's like, just... You don't gotta.
I'm gonna blame the X people.
The X people?
Yeah. It's called Twitter. Everyone should still call it Twitter, but some people who are so far up Elon Musk's ass are like, oh yeah, over on X, and it's like, nobody calls it that. Nobody fucking calls it that. And now Pokemon's just like, we're gonna relabel it. It's like, don't. Nobody says first partner Pokemon. Everybody says starter.
Yeah.
First partner Pokemon doesn't fucking work because I played these games 5 billion times. My first partner Pokemon is Squirtle, and it's always going to be Squirtle unless you invent a time machine so I can go back and give me another game so that I choose someone else.
Should have been Charmander. My first Pokemon was Bulbasaur.
But yours was in Fire Red and Leaf Green, right?
Fire Red. Good times.
That thing uses Explosion, and I'm pretty sure it will.
No, he would never do that.
He's confused. He's gonna hit himself.
You don't need brains to explode.
Yes! Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else they were? It was like the partner Pokemon and
no,
was there something else?
Pseudos aren't called pseudos.
Like, the whole thing was pseudos specifically, right? Is that, like, it's a fan term, right? It's just to tell us that it has really good stats, so it doesn't really matter what they say, right?
Is Slacking a pseudo-legendary? Is
He's gonna use Explosion if we don't get it right now, because he just used Protect. Okay, he's not gonna use Explosion.
Is Wishy-Washy a pseudo?
Wishy-Washy is a legend in my heart.
600 stats. Same with Palafin, but only in their big boy forms. And Archeops is almost there, but he also has Defeatist, so... You ever wonder why they hated Durant?
Durant's one of the stupidest Pokemon in existence. A Metal Ant, that's fine, and that's cool and everything, but it's specifically like, it developed metal armor to, you know, like, Heatmore was always fire, right? Like, there's no lore where it's like, Heatmore it used to be this, but then once that became steel type, it became fire type. It was always just like, it evolved so that it... And again, I shouldn't be complaining because you know that it doesn't matter because it's the Pokedex, and they probably messed it up. There's a fair chance that, you know, Heatmores eat Durant specifically because they're metal and, you know, that's convenient for them. Oh, Big Red's here as well. Well, hello.
But it's a push against pseudo-legendaries, I guess. Game Freak wants them called... I forget what they're called now. And you should be impressed by Fortress, because I love Fortress. He was a staple of my OU teams back in the day, just because that man loved Stealth Rocks and Spikes.
And good evening, Meddler. Yeah, I feel like Fang might be falling off a bit at this point.
What's his nature? Her nature?
I don't know.
Oh, she didn't fall over dead. She's just a little bashful.
Different guys have different things.
59.
Different attack, well, defeat animations.
Do you think all his Pokemon have hustle? Because he said let's hustle in all caps?
I don't think they thought that far ahead.
I don't think either of those Pokemon have hustle. But I could be wrong. Hustle is not very good.
Yeah. Oy, oy, oy.
You didn't
I think we
normal
all know.
type the rock type, did you?
No, I'm Metal Clawed.
Oh, okay.
That'll do normal. Although maybe return. But then again, Big Billy might not love me anymore because he fainted from... What even was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was Vigoroth.
Oh, yeah, Vigoroth's strong. Oh, you might be interested in the new TCG Pocket.
I saw,
pack.
yeah, like... I'm not gonna play it. It's a mobile game. I'm not gonna fucking play it.
It's Lusamine and, Ultra Beasts. And I think the Tapus, at least Coco, is getting an EX. I don't know if they said if the other Tapus are getting one or not.
Yeah, there's definitely, like, a hierarchy when it comes to Tapus. Tapu Koko, number 1. Tapu Lele, just a second. And then after that, it's like, who fucking cares?
Feeny, well, Feeny and Coco are probably tied for my favorite.
I like Lele, but it's psychic and pink.
Lele and Bulu are like, they're alright.
Bulu's fun. He's a little weird, but he's fun.
Clamperl's defense rose drastically. You're never gonna kill it. Clamperl is... It exists.
Like, the interesting thing with Clamperl is it's divergent, like, evolutions, right?
Yeah. Is it a dual?
But I don't really care about... I mean, that doesn't matter. You can get a female... I've gotten a male Gorbis before, and when I did, I swear I looked at it, I was like... like, it has... a shell bra. Really?
I thought it was dudes...
Hey, you can look it up. You can look it up quick.
I love Gorbis, but I don't think I'll ever get a chance to use it for a home playthrough since my good water trips are Swampert or Wishcash. Just do a Nuzlocke and force yourself to not use Swampert.
That sounds fun.
I like Auras a lot for special runs. I'm looking up Clamperl. My entire childhood has been shaken.
What, because that I'm asserting that you can get a male Gorbis?
How much do you think Clamperl weighs?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
I know that they don't get it right. Oh, I could have did crunch on that.
116 pounds.
I don't really think Game Freak gets a lot of weights. Like, the one guy that I watch for Pokemon content, he just, like, he's been on a bit of a tear discussing about how it's, like... So anyway, Hippowdon is bigger than, like, a regular hippo, and it's filled with heavy sand, and yet it weighs less than an actual hippo. And then he also said, like, the same thing for Caparaja. This is the second stream in a row we're talking about Caparaja, by the way. I know he's your favorite.
I feel like they're kind of going through the generations, because it was Gen 1 almost exclusively, and then it was a lot of Gen 4 for a little bit there. And then, I guess Gen 2 had like the tiny... No, not really. That was more of a Mew and Gen 1 expanded pack than Gen 2. But for a while there,
Gen
it was
2
Gen
is
4.
just Gen 1.5 when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, only 100 new Pokemon, and a lot of them are... Well, at least a good chunk of them are tied into past ones.
Oh, but when we had 1 million new Pokemon and they're not tied to past ones, it's a problem.
Apparently,
People pooped on my baby.
I'm pretty sure you can take him to court for that.
Yeah, Sinnoh had the Dialga Space-Time Smackdown, then Triumphant Light, and then even Shining Revelry was kind of just like a Giratina pack.
But yeah, apparently Gen 3 was supposed to be, like, a soft reboot. Like they did with Gen 5.
Well, I guess people weren't as upset with them because they still had some old Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
Gen 5, they're like, kill it. And then
Well,
Gen...
maybe they will one day. No, they're getting their own set. They're getting their own TCG set.
And Gen 5.5 had old Pokemon in it, and people were still like, not my Pokemon.
Listen, if people didn't like... It's like the thing... I mean, it's a little different than the thing, but it's like freaking Fire Emblem, you know, Path of Radiance and then Radiant Dawn. It's like, if I didn't play Path of Radiance, why the hell am I picking up Radiant Dawn?
They're both amazing games.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the Pokemon, you go back to Gen 2 and it's like, well, not much of a reason to use you. You are not going to get that sweet, sweet evolution.
They don't have an immersive Rayquaza? I think I know which ones those. Those are like the fancy view it from multiple angles, stinking crazy cards.
The ones that like
pop
show
out.
you a story.
The pop out. Oh, okay.
No, he does have one that pops out if you play 50 battles.
Okay.
And he had his own event for a while, where you could get him EX. He had like his own little battle thing.
Well, we did kind of want to ask you, like, do you think Rayquaza is approaching Charizard territory?
I don't know about Charizard territory, but he's definitely like high up on that totem pole. He fought Diddy Kong.
He did fight Diddy Kong. Oh man, you ever use Fox against Rayquaza and then you just like bounce like his whatever back?
No, I think I like Diddy Kong, so I think I used Diddy Kong.
I think it was just one of those things. It's like, well, this is a boss attack. I feel like I shouldn't be able to reflect it, but I'm gonna try to reflect it, right? And then it worked, and then I was like, you did it! And I felt cool. I really kind of want... But I guess I'll go collect the cheese instead, so it's not bugging us the entire time.
So mean to Wishcash. Wishcash is alright. I don't know that I've ever used...
Wishcash is fine. I think he's neat.
I've just never used him.
But yeah, like, oh yeah. I'm just watching... Okay, I got caught up on the Pokemon anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go really hard on, like, the Rayquaza shit in that.
Yeah.
The entire point of, like, the big arc is, like, we gotta find this very special the Black Rayquaza!
Because... I mean, he was in the games recently. The Black Rayquaza event.
Yeah. And then they finished up that they finished up that arc, but then they're still like, oh man, all the other... I guess I'm spoiling the anime. Does anybody care if I spoil the anime? I did want to tell you about the one thing they did.
They're in Kitakami now, I guess?
No, they were only in that for like an episode.
Oh, I thought they just posted on the YouTube channel.
That's probably the English dub.
Yeah, okay.
They did that a while ago. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about it.
His Wishcash got a disease.
Oh, Pokerus?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got one in Gen 4, and then I just, like, kind of infected a bunch of other people's Pokemon with it, and it was like, yay!
I will have this forever now. Everyone says to spoil the anime.
Okay, they finished the arc, and, like, the whole thing... a lot of things happen, and I don't even know which points I want to address, but they're still just like, oh, the Rayquaza's like, all the other of the 6 heroes got captured by the bad guys, because they went crazy, but Rayquaza was like, no, you children leave, get to safety, I will stop them, and then they all get captured except for Rayquaza, who's like sleeping in a dragon's shrine somewhere, and it's like, okay, so still the Rayquaza favoritism. It's like, if you're gonna give it to one of those guys, probably Rayquaza, but it's like, oh my gosh. And then, of course, there's his whole Mega situation.
Never forgive V-Create. That was Victidi's move.
Yeah, well.
That was by
now
Little Man's move.
knows Water Shuriken.
Well, Excelgor's cool.
And...
You're never gonna see it anyways. When are you ever gonna see someone use an Excelgor?
In Detective Pikachu, your boss man, his Pokemon is an Excelgor.
Does he have Water Shuriken?
You don't fight in Detective Pikachu. You're just like, Pikachu!
Maybe there's
solve the mystery, and then he's like, a bolt of brilliance! And then you solve it, and you're like, the second game, I think, like, if I remember correctly, I think the second game was better than the first game.
Oh,
but it was still just they're
like
both.
The second one.
I think they're both dumb. Okay, like, okay. I'll talk more about the anime in a minute. Don't let me forget that. But here's like the whole thing. Like, it's dumb, right? Like, it's a very simple mystery game.
How could you do that to
camera? The big appeal for Detective Pikachu is just going around the city and just seeing Pokemon hanging out. Because it kind of feels like it feels lived in, right?
Yeah.
Normally you just go around and there's a few things, but with this, since it's in 3D and they're going about their lives, like, they're actually doing Pokemon things just in the middle of the town and everything.
Explosion! Oh.
Beyond that, though, it's just kind of a dumb game. Like I said, there was like this one point, like, there's a lot of issues, I'd say, with mystery and puzzle games in general, where, like, sometimes what happens is you figure something out long before the game lets you, you know, like, actually explain it, right? Like, there was this one point where you're in this lab and they're like, oh my gosh, there seems to be a ghost somewhere, which I'm gonna say, it bugs me every time you watch it, like, see a piece of Pokemon media and they're like, oh no, a ghost, and they're like, ghost? Don't be silly, ghosts don't exist. And it's like, there's ghost Pokemon. What the fuck do you mean ghosts don't exist? You know what I mean?
It's your third favorite, your second favorite Pokemon.
Just not the regional version I like, but it's fine. I'll still try to catch it. So, you know, like, there's that. But, like, as soon as they're like, oh, there was a creepy shadow. Oh, is it a ghost? That might be a ghost. I'm like, it's Gengar. And then I continued to play it for, like, 40 minutes, I want to see, continuing to get clues that only confirmed what I was saying, that it was a Gengar. And do you want to know what happened at the end of this section?
It was a Gengar.
It was a Gengar!
I feel like, have you seen the...
I'm going to say you can live a Metal Claw.
Oh, what is the show? What was the show Miranda Cosgrove was in before iCarly?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Well... Oh, Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh. It's like the episode of that with Jerry Trainer, and he's watching Dora, and he's like, Dora, it's right there! Dora! And he's freaking out on the TV. That's what this feels like.
Well, like, the difference is, it's one of those things where you're supposed to get the solution to the puzzle, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't let you do it for, like, a billion years. You know what I mean?
Pikachu, the Apple Bakery is right there. Just go right there.
So that, and, like, the other thing is, there was this one point where they, like, they wanted me to solve some puzzle, and I solved it but not the way that they didn't put the clues together the way they wanted me to. So I spent a long time fumbling through it before it was like, oh, okay, I put the things together correctly now, and all of a sudden, you know. You can live a crunch.
What are your thoughts on Weezing?
Oh, Weez is fine.
I feel like he's cool. He's a Pokemon. He fills out the roster nicely, but I don't know that I ever use him. But I like Galarian Weezing better.
I tried using a Galarian Weezing, but it was just one of those, it was like, you know. I had other Pokemon that I could make better use of.
Oh, the Detective Pikachu movie. I think I did see that.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
Alright. Fang, no! So, since Shadow is super effective against everything, if something's dual type, is it like quadruple or no?
Shadow attacks are super effective against Pokemon that aren't Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it just does.
So it's just regular
special
super
effective.
effective damage.
And I mean, like I said, I did I finish my thoughts on Detective Pikachu? I enjoyed it, right?
I thought you hated it. I felt like while you were playing it, you would come over and be like, "This
The
blows
movie
chunks."
I liked.
Oh, okay.
The game is not good. Like the
"This
games
blows
are not
chunks."
good. It's like,
It's a walking simulator without the walking.
okay, here's pretty much how I would describe the games for Detective Pikachu. It is a mystery game that feels like it's appropriate for the level of a child that can't read. And given that there's text in it, that doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna add Matt Cargo to the team?
No.
I like Matt Cargo. Ooh. Holy moly, Sping.
Is it still raining? Oh,
Oh, Billy, no!
If it doesn't do...
He dodged the rain.
Damn it. That's like twice. That's why I didn't really want to use him, because it's like, well, there goes my return.
Have you seen the Detective Pikachu where Pikachu is hanging? Oh, you do have Altaria.
Yeah, I do.
Why Altaria instead of a ghost?
I'll show you then.
Dragon Dance?
I'll show you then.
Dragon Dance is pretty good. Oh, you saw your Master Ball too. You could use it on Rapidash.
You can do a lot of things.
Just a Pokeball. On the fully evolved level 40 Pokemon.
Yeah,
At half HP and no status condition.
it's gonna have one. Listen, it'll be more catchable in a minute. So I'll use a better ball then.
That was just a turn waster.
Kinda, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion. Have we played Luigi's Mansion on stream, or that was...
We did a Let's
Recording.
Play of that, like, ages ago. On the other channel.
Yeah.
I think you still had a very high-pitched voice when we did it.
That's lovely. So that was... I think middle school. It's been a bit. Since we did, like, recording videos.
Yeah.
We did. That game you hate. Not
You're gonna
good.
have to be more specific.
Oh. I can't think of what it's called. Inside.
Oh, yeah. What did you think about? Like, that was ages ago. I feel like you weren't as hot on it. Like, everybody else claims that game is, like, brilliant. And I'm just like,
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of pretentious.
It's okay.
Like, everyone's like, oh, but it's the story and atmosphere. And it's like, dude, it's just a bunch of creepy stuff thrown in there. With, like, no dialogue or no, like, you know, like... It leaves a lot up to interpretation. Which
Yeah.
some people like, but for me, it makes it feel like it wants me to write the story for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's okay if there's some level of that, but it doesn't really give you anything
You're a
to work
nutsack
with.
now. What's the symbolism here? Oh, the nutsack, it's all powerful. This is actually a game built upon the patriarchy. We probably shouldn't talk about it inside because people will get pissed if I say all the things that I want to say about that game. I just thought it was...
Oh, that does sound vaguely familiar. There's a scene where it kind of looks like Luigi's hanging, or his shadow.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I played Luigi's Mansion. I would play it again.
It's alright.
How dare you say that?
It's alright.
How dare you say that?
Like, it's fun.
Oh, why am I not using Water Pulse?
I guess it's not supposed to be like a horror game. It's just supposed to have like a spooky ghost atmosphere.
I'm not sure. Different people have different thresholds for that. Like, you could very easily call it a scary game for, like, children, right?
Maybe.
Like, you don't start at children, it's like, so anyway, this is a zombie movie, people will get consumed, there will be decapitation, there will be gore everywhere. Instead, you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, it's got Dragon Dance.
Do I want Heal Bell or Refresh? Probably Heal Bell, right?
Heal Bell should be the whole team.
Yeah, so fuck Refresh. Dragon Dance. I mean, I guess it's good for aerial ace, but it's not really gonna help. No, wait, is Dragon Breath? Dragon's not special. Dragon's physical.
I thought Dragon was
It doesn't have an EV.
special.
It doesn't have an EV. It's gotta be physical.
I think Dragon's the exception.
I think Dragon's the only one that doesn't count. Oh, okay. Does it not count?
I know it can be either physical or special now. AI overview.
Oh god, I almost made a politically
Special.
charged joke about Grok.
Grok.
Don't ask. Never mind. Never mind.
We can talk about Baby Gronk instead. Everyone loves Baby Gronk.
I can tell you about the anime that I wanted to tell you.
The Pokemon anime?
Yeah, they added like a gimmick that's unique to this thing. It's called a strong spear, and it like makes your Pokemon goes berserk, but like makes them really powerful, right?
So it's like the Berserk gene.
But it, you know, it also like, you know, it also damages them, right? Like it really exhausts them and can like even hurt them in battle. And I'm just like seeing this and I'm just thinking, kind of sounds like what they tried to do with Megas, where they like retconned it, where it's like, no, it doesn't show that you love your Pokemon. You're actually really hurting your Pokemon and you're a bad person if you Mega. So realistically, if we get rid of Megas, everyone should be happy about it because you're not abusing your pets anymore, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because this arc now seems to be focusing on Megas. Roy got a Mega and they're traveling with a kid who can has a Mega Sableye.
Roy from Fire Emblem is in the anime?
No, it's just
Oh.
Roy.
He's not our boy.
I mean, he's kind of cool in this arc. He was kind of like, for the first part of they had like a year time skip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that they could do slight redesigns. I think the only person who got another member on their team in the interim was Roy. He got a shiny Lucario, which I'm sure we'll get a flashback about that at some point. But he was kind of a goober in like the first half of like, you know, like the first part of the anime and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So now all of a sudden he's like kind of confident, kind of cool, and kind of put together. And it's like, huh. It's like, I mean, I didn't dislike Roy before, but
He's like, Usopp.
Usopp rules.
He came back stronger. Every once in a while, I'll see just a clip from the anime, and I'll be honest. I think it's stupid. Like
My
the
name's
most
Corbin.
recent one, it's
My
just
name's
like
Petro. One
Meowscarada.
second. Together we began the Devils. They did
They're
get a
double.
Meowscarada.
Meowscarada versus Incineroar. And Meowscarada's like, I've secretly flower tricked when you did not see it. It one-shot your Incineroar. It's like, okay.
They did some other moves, but I will say, like, when Meowscarada evolved, it probably, like, you know how they learn, like, sometimes they'll learn a new move in a pinch. It's like, oh, you learned the move. It probably did have one of the cooler, like, showcases of a new move that I've seen. He was against a shiny Zygarde.
Probably use something that's not very effective, and they were like, oh my goodness, it's a one-shot! It's like...
Well, it's always a crit, which helps. It would do standard damage against the Zygarde. Though I'm also going to say I don't know if the anime sometimes knows how stinking, you know, like, game mechanics work. Because Rayquaza took out, like, I think a not Tinkaton. What's the second one? Not Tinkatink. What's the middle form of Tinkaton?
Tinkatot? Maybe?
Hitmonchan. I bet the next guy's gonna have a Hitmonlee. Anyway, he took out... I'm gonna say you can live a Water Pulse. Either way, Rayquaza took out... The Black Rayquaza took out a, you know... Tinkatuff with, like, Dragon Pulse. I'm like, not sure that's gonna work. And then they're also being like, oh, this thing's like... What were they doing? Like, there was some move where they're like, this move's super effective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use that move. And it's like, okay, but the type of Pokemon that your guy is neutral, right? So, would a super effective move in this case actually do more than your terastallized stab move?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because, like, I think they also did it after terastallizing, right?
Yeah.
And they'll just, like, do dumb stuff like that.
The anime just annoys me sometimes when I see clips. It's like, that shouldn't be.
Meowscarada's cool.
And it's also just like, oh, the fan favorite that everybody loves beating on the Pokemon that gets ridiculed.
Nice. It was kind of plot significant that she win. Plus, like, I
feel like if you have to write something that doesn't work to push the plot forward to make the plot work, that bothers me sometimes.
Well, like, the other thing was that she made the point, like, the Meowscarada's trainer made the point that, you know, it's like, well, I can't beat him normally, but, you know, Incineroar's moves are very, you know, very simple and predictable. So they kind of use that to, like, outsmart it. Because, like, one of their other, you know, like, one of Meowscarada's other big moves is, like, acrobatics. It's, you know, like, in the show, her big thing is that she can move, right?
Mm-hmm.
The agility. So they use that to kind of, listen, it's fine, okay?
I just feel like Meowscarada is very quickly becoming a very
she hasn't
overrated
beaten
Pokemon.
Hey, the one thing that bothers me is that she has not beaten, like, Roy once. And he has the fire one, but normally whenever she fights him, what kind of should balance it out is the fact that, like, hers is up a stage, right?
Mm.
With her yeah, what? I can't remember the name. Florigato versus Fuecoco, and Florigato lost. And then, like, the latest one, it was whatever the middle form of Fuecoco Skeledirge is versus Meowscarada.
I would so much rather it be than just like Pikachu overpowered the ground type with a really strong Love Thunderbolt, or the grass type used the Love Grass move to beat the fire type. Like, do something creative, have them mix up their moveset, and then, like, in a surprise twist at the end of the battle, it's like, holy moly, Meowscarada breaks out the Brick Break because she was planning for this Incineroar battle, and that's how much it meant to her that she, like, prepared beforehand and, like, thought out a strategy beyond just, I'm just gonna really use my grass moves this time instead of just kinda using them.
Well, criticals do double damage.
It is the same thing I will say about Myrmidons in Fire Emblem. It's great if you can double and you can crit, but if you're doubling and critting and doing 1 damage, that's still only 6 damage. Like...
Oh, that doesn't work. You're distracting me.
And, like, the story significance thing is, like,
Listen, I think it worked. I watched the episode and I think it worked, okay? They
You're
acknowledge...
a Masquerada sympathizer.
Well, I also really like the trainer, but...
For me, it's like...
I'm sorry, I watched the anime, I'm saying that I think it was, it worked. They acknowledged that it was a massive disadvantage, and she was kind of back against the wall for the most part. They changed up their tactics, so it's just like, just make sure you do not take a hit, and sneak in an attack when, like a surprise attack when they don't see it.
Do a surprise grass attack. Because if he doesn't see the grass attack coming, then it's super effective.
Well, that's kind of the point of Flower Trick.
That's why it's always a crit.
Yeah.
But crit doesn't mean kill.
It would do standard damage, because, it would do half damage, but then it would do extra damage, because one of the other things that was standing in her way was she couldn't get much damage off on it because it also used bulk up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But defense doesn't matter against crits, so it would have gotten through. Listen, at this point we're arguing over whether mechanically the fight makes sense.
I don't think it does. I don't see a world where...
Listen, you just need to watch...
I'll run the couch.
Like 80 stinking episodes of the anime, and then you can properly judge this. I think it was fine. It's not like we know the levels of the Pokemon either. Because one of the things, like the person she was fighting, she was specifically like, big into Litten. She had 2 other Littens. So it could have been a recently evolved stinking,
I don't know.
Plus, like, she went to a school specifically for battling, so something.
I don't remember what gen they changed crits. I can look it up.
Is that not how it works? Am I confused? Does it not, like, cut through?
It does, but it's 1.5 damage.
Either way, it's fine.
The thing that's designed to be bulky gets clapped by a grass move. It just feels like Incineroar's always getting picked on, and everyone's always hyping up Meowscarada, and then in the anime they're just like, yeah, and Meowscarada would totally beat up Incineroar in one shot with a not very effective grass move because it's cool. It's like, okay.
I feel like Meowscarada in this does get beat up a fair bit.
Yes, from 6 onward it's 1.5.
I'm gonna go heal, because I feel like we probably have a boss coming up.
But for me it's like the whole, you win in the cutscene.
You are judging by a snippet that you saw. I watched the anime. I thought it was fine. I do think... Okay, here's like the other thing. You're saying, oh, it loses by 1 attack. And that is like a lot of time... Like in general, the anime a lot of times... Like sometimes they'll take more hits than others.
Mm-hmm.
And it does kind of bother me a little bit because it's like, oh, you got hit like
it feels
5
arbitrary.
times, but at like the same time, I think it's kind of like the same problem when I would when I would read the Mega Man comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because every time he went in to fight like a boss, it'd be like, yeah, I hit you with 1 Metal Blade, you're dead now. And that's like kind of the whole thing, right? Like it's a pacing thing, right? Like they can't be like, they can't actually do it like a regular battle, because if they do it like a regular battle, then it's like, 20 minutes just to take out like one thing because they gotta like land hit after hit after hit after hit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like they just make the main character, it's like, your Pokemon is a sweeper. It's only it only 1 hit. It only 1 hit.
Oh, you got magic elevators. Which way will you go?
I guess I'll go down.
I feel like it needs to work.
Do you want to watch all the anime with me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think the anime is acceptably subpar, but...
It depends. I think it gets better as it goes on, and like I said, like pacing is a big factor in how long the fights last. Should Meowscarada hit him like 5 more times with the critical move before it finally worked? Maybe. Would it have been interesting to watch? Just be like, continue to dodge. Okay, now trip him so he falls on his butt. Because they did do that as well.
Does it use double team or anything? Or how is it dodging?
In the anime, they just tell the Pokemon to dodge.
Dodge!
And that works because, I don't know, we're not allowed to do that in the actual game.
If they forget to say dodge, though, the Pokemon's like,
sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Because Incineroar should be using 100% accurate moves.
Ay. They're specifically dodging a lot of times, though. Like, they'll use moves. They'll be like dodge with quick attack or dodge with, like, in Masquerada's case, it's like, you know, acrobatics. Which it seems funny that has acrobatics, given that the whole big thing is that it has, like, the special flower with them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is the right way to go, or should I have gone the other one?
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, the anime's interesting. Dude, they have, like, a Fire Emblem Pro tag in it for no fucking reason. I shouldn't say for no fucking reason, but there's, like, this whole big dumb legend where they're like, oh, there was the hero Lucius, and he had, like, these 6 Pokemon that were bigger than normal Pokemon, and they're really special, and he went to this magical fantasy place, and you see him, and he's, like, a blue-haired guy with, like, a fucking cape, and, you know, like, medieval garb, and I'm just like, that's just a Fire Emblem Pro tag if they were drawn in, like, the Pokemon anime style. That's all that is.
That's Marth. We love Marth.
No, the hair length's different, and he doesn't have the, what do you call the hair thingy-majig that he wears?
His tiara?
It's not really a tiara. It's
I
more
think
like
it's called Marth's tiara whenever you get it as an accessory. He's a pretty little princess, and he's proud of it. Okay?
Well, that's dope. My point is, it's just like, I just look at this guy, and I'm just like, he's a Fire Emblem Pro tag. That's fine.
I kind of like Marth because he's just like, I am a poopy baby, but I have friends. And it's like, okay.
Hey, he's pretty high in the tier list.
What tier list? Oh,
Smash.
Yeah. He got an alt in Heroes, and when he attacks, it's just like the entire cast from his game swarming on a guy, and they're like, "Happy
man, that's just like a final
anniversary."
It's like a lot of final smashes.
Yeah. They're like, all my friends, hit him.
Though, okay, can I tell this story without sounding like a petty little bitch? I don't know. I watched somebody play Smash, and they had, like, never played Smash before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did have items on, and they were using some goofy stages. But by the end of the stream, while still not understanding a lot of the mechanics, which is fine, I'm not saying you need to get it immediately, right?
Oh,
I'm sure glad I get to wait for this. I don't, you know, like, it would be a shame if it just let me walk on and then move.
No! Oh. I thought you were about to waste 5 more of our seconds.
She managed to beat a level 9 by the end of it. And it's like, I feel like a beginner should not be able to beat a level 9. You know what I mean?
I have friends who can beat other friends who have played, like, it's their first or second time playing, and this person's been playing for
Do you want to tell the story?
Which story?
The story that you're referencing, because I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a pretty interesting story.
The Kirby one?
The Pyramithral one.
Oh, yeah, there's a Pyramithral one. There was one guy who, now he's played a little bit, but his first time playing, he would play as Kirby and just spam B down, and he would get results. He has since evolved to, well, he still mostly does Kirby.
Kirby is pretty much like the degenerate strategy that's like, I mean, it works.
He has evolved to Rob B over, though. So, yay. But we have one friend who, we are all just playing Smash, going against each other. The one guy has been playing for a long time, probably since Brawl or even like Melee before.
Yeah, you said he was kind of like semi-competitive, right?
Yeah, like he can take stocks off me usually.
Damn, like the god who Smash. You do that's pretty impressive.
Nobody in the group can beat me. But
yeah, that was me during the Melee years.
But he was going up against one of our friends who had never played the game before, had never picked it up, and was like, who's good? Who should I play? And I was like explaining some of the characters who are easy to learn. I was like, and then there's Pyramithra, who's kind of brain dead, like really easy to learn. really
they are
busted.
like they are the tier.
And he was like, "Oh, I'll try them," and he tried them, and
He beat your Pikachu.
yeah,
Man.
he beat the Pikachu guy.
And you know they're using a Pikachu. They're at least a little try hard.
He just really likes Pokemon.
Oh, okay,
But
then that's fine.
he
It's hard to
plays,
tell
like,
with
all
some
the
of them,
Pokemon.
right? How many people that play Joker have ever played a Persona game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pikachu is still pretty up there, I think.
Mm-hmm. But he plays, I think, like almost exclusively Pokemon. Pikachu.
But that's cool. As a character loyalist, I can respect that. Like, I typically, like, there's a few that I play just because I like how they play, right?
Like Pyra,
Yeah, them and Palutena. I do not care about them at all.
She's a groomer.
Yeah, she is.
You're supporting a groomer.
I don't always win with her. That makes it okay.
And you're supporting weeb trash by playing Pyra.
Yeah, I am.
I don't like Xenoblade.
I'm sorry.
We've been through this.
But yeah. By the way, I wanted to... How would you rate my playing in Smash? Like, unless I'm using Min Min, I will admit that I spam with Min Min. Would you say that I vary my attacks like at least a decent bit?
I'm trying to think of the other characters. With Mega
I use
Man,
Mega Man.
Yes.
Like Mega Man, oh yeah, I love Mega Man so much in that game. You know, a lot of people don't understand how to play Mega Man.
You still have projectiles.
Well, I think it's just, I think like the weird thing with Mega Man is he has every type of attack, right? He has long range, mid range, and short range. And I think that throws some people. But I play the game, so I'm just like, yeah, of course, Slash Claw. Flame Sword, right?
For me, Mega Man is a similar character to, like, the Bogards, the Castlevania fellas, where it's just like you always want to
The
have...
Belmonts.
The Belmont.
Please.
Who's Bogard?
Oh, Terry Bogard. Buster Wolf!
Oh, wrong game. Wrong last name. My bad. You know what I meant. The Castlevania boys. Where it's just like you want to have as many projectiles on screen as you can.
I don't think they're high tier, but they can get pretty ridiculous, can't they?
It's just you throw out projectiles.
And you do like weird things with them too, right? Like you throw like the cross behind you, so that way it like
can jump over it.
Yeah, and it flies.
I used to do. I wonder if I'd be able to do it with them, but I used to do bomb tricks with Toon Link.
Oh yes, Toon Link. Oh, I gotta ask you something about that too.
I love Toon Link. I love my bomb tricks. I have not played as any of the links in a while though, so I probably would not be able to do bomb tricks.
But yeah.
Very sad.
Might have to be in a minute.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like Brandon tried to accuse me of spamming, and I was like, "Don't you dare!" Okay, if I use Min Min, sure, but that's kind of how she plays. But like everybody else, I'd say that I do a decent bit.
Kind of, just because Inkling only has one thing she wants to do.
I think I do a decent bit with Inkling. I
Inkling
mean, like
wants
I'll
to
use
ground you and then charges smash.
Yeah. Hey, I'll just throw out charges, and I'll also use the bombs.
And then I'm trying to think who else you play. You play a lot of range people. I feel like that's
I
how
use
it
Little
goes,
Mac.
but not like often. Like if you're picking like a character to win, it's usually a range character for you.
I don't know. I like. Honestly, I'm still just like. I just remember the one time we were fighting and I used like freaking Little Mac, and I'm pretty sure the trick with Little Mac is nobody uses Little Mac, so nobody knows how to counter him.
Well, usually when we play two though, it's three of us, so you can get away with a lot more stuff in three.
That helps. I just remember one time you kept on like I was using Little Mac, you kept on throwing me off the edge, and you're just like I thought the whole thing was he couldn't like come back once you threw him off, and we're like, I'm just really
he
good.
can come back horizontally. He just can't come back vertically.
That's definitely true.
I play mostly close range people. Violet's mixed. He's called the Range Demon, and then they immediately just released a bunch of DLC that outranges him. Like I think even Pyrosaur, not Mithrasaur, just outranges Violet. It's like,
You say
okay.
that, but you know, you're there strumming.
Especially if there's three of us, I will strum. Because it's like The alternative in 3-player, the way 3-player Smash works, for anybody who's uninitiated, is you do some sick combo or you get somebody good in an opening, and then the third person comes up and hits you right in the back.
Yeah, there's no, like... I swear that, like, 3-player Smash is the worst Smash. And that's what we do so often.
It's fine, but it's just like, oh, I hit you, I hit some sick combo, I'm getting punished now for 40% in my back.
Like, I think the worst thing is when you freaking edge guard someone because, like, the third person is like, I'm gonna get you, and it's like, do you want to kill the other guy or not? Give me some freaking space, you degenerate. And then, you know, like, we complain about it, but we do it. We do the same thing.
Because you're not just gonna not hit the guy with his back exposed. You need the orange.
I don't know how to get the orange.
Yellow and then orange. Do yellow.
I can't. The hook's over there.
Oh, you did yellow before.
Yeah. And then I moved it to the other side, and then I came back.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Just go the whole way back. Yeah, go back red, go back pink, and then go orange.
I don't know if that works. I'm not sure if it's hanging correctly, but I'll try.
I've puzzled.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go on.
Who do you think is, like... who do you think is, like, the worst to do... I feel like range is probably... Range can be really bad in... I need to somehow be over there already. But I don't get it.
That's a one way.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Maybe you'll find a switch that reverses them or something.
Maybe, it's possible.
Or if you come back in the room
I also
from the
need
other
the blue.
Side, try coming back in the room from the other side, I'd say. So go pink, orange, pink, red, purple.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm sure it's nothing important. But yeah, like our other brother who we play with, he'll have like Samus. And Samus is the easy, like... Because with Mega Man and with Byleth, you can cheese some things with range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like throw them out there and it'll work. But Samus, she can just charge up a shot and it's just like on demand.
Yeah.
Like I'd say Mega Man is the least threatening with range in like 3-player because like with Byleth it reaches further so you can be on like the other side of the screen. Mega Man like...
Byleth televises though. He's like, I am gonna shoot you in approximately 5 seconds.
Well, when you're fighting someone, it's like, and plus, like, you can release it at different times, so you can't just like.
I can't release the arrow at different times. I have 2 options.
Yes.
I can do.
So you kinda gotta like predict when they're doing, you know, when you're gonna.
But the small arrow doesn't go across the screen. The small arrow is a much shorter distance.
Either way.
It's just a little shot in front, and then if I charge up all the way, I do the one where he yells, "Fail not," and he shoots him. But it does sometimes fail.
You're only using Byleth because Galeo uses. Was it Galeo? Am I forgetting the names?
I think it was him. Probably.
Okay. Yeah.
I played him since day one. I remember the DLC came out. I came over to your house after school and we played, and I was like, I don't think I like him very much. And then I kept playing him a little bit, and I was like, he works. I like him. I really like 3 Houses.
By the way, did you get Smash immediately when it came out, or did you not have a Switch at the time? I'm trying to remember.
I don't think I had a Switch yet.
Cause yeah, I think I was trying to remember, and I was like, didn't you just come over and we just took turns unlocking stuff? And I was like, it's weird that he would help me do that if he didn't have his own copy, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, and then I didn't get my Switch. I think I got Smash with my Switch when I got it. Because then I would like play it mobile, and I would do World of Light. And it was fun. World of Light's cool.
Yeah, I think... No, I won.
You still have not gotten to that boss that was like 2 sentences away at the end of last stream.
Yeah, it's just battles. I'm gonna pee while this snag ball works, and then afterwards I'll swap with you and beat my cat.
Okay. You are fighting a Shadow Lugia. Oh, I think you only have one more peon, and then you have a boss. A boss, and then a boss, and then a boss, and then a boss. And then 2 regular guys, and then a boss, and then a boss.
So we're just gonna be fighting for a while.
Yes, but it's gonna be bosses, so it's gonna be cool. You have 2 more regular battles and like 6 or 7 bosses, I think. Boss rushes are cool.
They can be. Some people find it contentious.
I think it's cool, especially in Mega Man, where it's like, oh my goodness, I got all the powers now. I'm going back through. Oh, you gotta fall through with that one spot to get the super cool thing.
Actually, you're probably.
This is a safety hazard. I'll go feed the cats while you puzzle.
I'll do that. I'm just gonna swing on hooks. That seems safe. What happens if I fall even further? This is kind of where I wish I had like a rewind or a save state so I could be like, okay, this is where I need to fall. Yeah, I'm sure like the stinking bad guys are beholden to frickin' OSHA. Okay, I kind of want to say that this is the floor. Like, what's the... I did it. I got one of the boxes. Was it worth it? Max Revive isn't bad. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to hold on to it because that's what I do with all my frickin' items. But it's not bad. I think I want to be in the very bottom of the... Just gotta solve the puzzle. Gotta solve the puzzle. And now I've lost my train of thought. It's probably fine. Either way. I just know that I did like the video on Mega Man tropes and which ones were good and bad, and there were some people who thought that boss rushes were lame, and I'm like, well, I think they're dope. Do we not think that boss rushes are dope? Full heals. You think I need that shit? Oh, I was about to fall down in the hole. Had you given me like 30 seconds, that's what I would have done. Probably. Also wondering if I should... I wonder if I'll get a chance to heal before the boss. I might want to go back if I can't heal before the boss. That could be a little rough. I think he said that this is the last guy that I need to fight before them. I have things that I wish to talk about, but I feel like it would be awkward if he came back in the middle of a freaking rant. Oh, I can catch a Scyther? Actually, it's kind of lame. Scyther is cool, it's just that I can't get a Sizzle, because I can't trade. Why didn't you... Why would you... I have some questions, but I guess I'll wait until he comes back. Oy, oy, oy. I was just about to make a sarcastic comment. It's like, oh my gosh, could I get a Chansey? Yeah, I guess we can get a Chansey. Oh, damn. Can I? It's friendship.
Gen 4.
No.
Was he?
Hapini is Gen 4.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you can get a Blissey, I guess.
I'm probably not going to, but thank you. Thank you for the permission.
But I came from my girlfriend's house instead of our house. So that is why I have my Switch with me.
Because I have a real girlfriend. She's a really real person.
And I was playing my Switch at her house.
That's right. We play video games together because she's a girl gamer. And I'm the master of Smash. I'm very cool.
She was working. I was playing Bravely Default 2.
Oh.
Again.
Okay.
I enjoyed that game very much.
Did you swap back? Yeah.
Oh,
swap
yeah.
tags then. But yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So you want to talk about Pokemon cards, or do you want to talk about Switch 2?
It doesn't matter. I can't get either of them. Well, I could get.
Or
a
do you want to
Switch
talk
too, but I don't
about
want to.
what game I'm going to play next? Take your pick of those subjects.
What's the Pokemon card thing?
Just that it's becoming like a it's still a problem.
There's videos of people beating each other
Oh,
up
shoot.
in Walmart.
I just seen some people, I think Rayquaza linked it. It was like a Moist Critical video where I meant to do a netball, not a nest ball. You can understand how it would be
It worked
confused.
anyways.
Yeah, I guess so. But and I'm just like, how do we fix this? And I guess the simple answer, I think, is to just let them buy them up and then nobody pay it so that, nobody pay the scalp prices so that way that they're...
Mm-hmm. But that's just like nobody's happy.
Yeah. Well, nobody's allowed to be happy. Don't you know that?
What is the world coming to?
Can you look up if there's a healing machine anywhere soon, by the way?
Will it say it in the garden?
But then I'm also kind of wondering... Like, I don't know. I guess the other thing they could do is just print so many of them that it doesn't matter anymore, right?
But then
But
rares, it makes not as rare, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it. Plus, like, eventually they'll get wise and there'll just be, like, a bunch of crap out there, right? Which ain't great. I'm gonna go... No, not a Premier Ball, Ultra Ball. And I'm just, like, wondering if we could shame people. Like, I feel like that's a way to get people to do things. Just shame, right? So what if we just started showing up
I think money
to
outweighs
restocks? Bobby Kotick's couldn't get a date because of his reputation, and he has, like, $5 bajillion.
That's hard to believe. I feel like money outweighs shame almost always. No, you don't get another healing machine, so go heal.
That's like a ways back, I think, though. Do I really want to do that?
I mean, you can use healing items. I don't care. If you're feeling up to, like, 7 bosses.
I think I'll save before the bosses, and then maybe I'll go back at some point.
Okay, so you battle that boss.
But yeah.
I think you get a shortcut back to somewhere, I guess.
That sounds good. We can do that then.
Oh no, you are going to have to battle a peon named Cleef in between the next boss and...
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah. What if we just ran a campaign of shame? We showed up for the restocks. We take pictures of people. We make fun of them. And then we build a highly successful channel just shaming scalpers. That would probably do so much better than the stuff that I actually work on, that I put effort into and am proud of.
It's like the people who are doing the Hansen versus Predator thing, but not as professionally.
Well, that didn't amount to much.
Oh my goodness! Okay, there's one boss.
Am I just gonna fight him?
Yeah, and then you have access to that elevator.
I wanted to save before I fought you, sir. Oh, shall we meet again? My plan was perfect. The only problems were the utterly useless Larita and Gorrigan, and You spoiled my the broom planet device for Phoenix City, and thanks to that terrible hard-nosed woman, I suffered the humiliation of having my worst moment broadcast all over Ore. To gain Master Grievo's forgiveness, and for me to assume my rightful position as governor of Ore, I must defeat you. This time I won't be shy about revealing to you the full extent of my power.
So what about the Switch 2 now? What's new with it?
I was just watching somebody stream from like one of the VTubers I watched. Like he was talking about his journey to pre-order a Switch 2, and it kind of made me sad
That people are still supporting the Switch 2 like nothing happened?
No, just kind of the full story. And yeah, I'm sorry, Rayquaza, but I'm not the scalper, so it's not my fault. But no, like, he was telling a story about, like, the Switch 2, you know, like, him getting a Switch 2, and it was kind of like, well, I mean, I don't really approve of the pricing, but if that's what it takes to make you happy, I'm not going to give you shit about it, right? But he was talking about it, and, of course, it was a critical. Is Big Billy going to be alright? No, Natasha's in trouble. But, you know, he was saying about how he was like, well, it was too expensive, and I wasn't sure if I could, you know, like, if I would have the money for it and everything, right? Then he's like, but then I was thinking about it, and I realized that there were consoles that I had that I didn't really use much, and I wasn't going to use anymore, so I called GameStop and saw about trading them in, and it's like, well, they're not going to give you much, and, like, I think he said he sold, like, an Xbox 3, you know, like, some sort of Xbox. I'm not sure which one it was. But he said, like, he sold it for, like, about $100. Maybe it was, like, more than one console for, like, about $100. And then apparently, like, 3DSs were at a premium, and I guess he wasn't big into his 3DS, which is weird because he's a Nintendo guy. So he sold that, too, and he got, like, about $90. And then he was saying about how then he realized that he had a bunch of Amiibo. And he's like, well, what if I sold all my Amiibo for store credit? And he called them and saw if he could do that, because he's like, he was into collecting them, but then they were just kind of taking up space and everything. So, like, he didn't really need them anymore. They were kind of a problem, so he sold all of them, and he's like, oh, and then I had so much more, like, I actually had more than what I needed for the Switch 2. And he's like, and I was so happy that my younger self had bought, like, all these Amiibos so I could trade them in. I was just gonna wipe it, but I guess not. And when he said that, it kind of bothered me, because, like, with the, you know. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, it has a physical room. With Technician Boost.
With consoles, you could say that, like, because when you resell something, very rarely are you going to get more than you originally paid for, right? I remember my mom said that, like, I think she said that there was one time she traded something in and she got a good bit of money for it because it was, like, some rare thing that was out of print, right? But that's, like, the exception. For the most part, you're going to pay less. And with consoles, it's one thing, because you could argue that maybe he did get use out of his consoles that was worth the price, and then it was just something he wasn't going to use anymore, so it was worth selling. But the Amiibos, I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, you know, you paid, like, $15 for them, and you sold them probably for, like, $5 a pop or something, right? Because he said he said that he had, like, bags of them, right? So him being like, oh, thanks, like, it'd be like if I spent $20 on something and then sold it for $10, like, I wouldn't exactly be like, man, the older me really, really, you know, bailed me out, right?
Yeah. I feel like with that, it would have been smarter to sell it as a lot.
Probably, but I don't know.
Especially if you have, like, some sort of complete collection. Even if you don't have, like, every Amiibo, if you have, like, every
He said that he
one
had
in
a
the
bunch of them
series.
still in box.
Yeah. So
I can't imagine that GameStop had a specific thing where it's like, well, it'd actually get an extra $5 if they're still in box.
I don't think GameStop cares. Back when I was into Skylanders, they just have them in, like, little dinky bags.
Yeah.
And they're like, give us $40 for this. And then you go online and it's like, you can buy it for $2.
But yeah, I don't know. So it just kind of bothered me that one, it felt like GameStop was taking advantage of him, and two, if it was like out of his price range, I don't really like the idea of him just. I mean, like I don't know. I think it's like an awkward position with the pricing and everything that GameStop, well, not GameStop, that Nintendo has put people in. So I don't know. And I just feel like it was a poor decision. Like, I don't know. Just a lot about that story kind of bothered me.
I guess, like, if they were just, like, taking up room somewhere, it's nice that, like, you got rid of some stuff.
Yeah, but in that case, it shouldn't be, like, you know... I don't know. It's like the sort of thing where, you know, like, it was still a waste of money then that he bought him in the first place, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, he got use out of them, and then he outgrew
If they were
them
in the box, he was just collecting them for the sake of collecting them.
Yeah, but the use was, like, joy in the moment.
Maybe. I'm gonna leech seed you. That'll just slowly sap you.
He got some sort of satisfaction from them, and then...
Maybe. It's just one of those things that, like, with like, I really don't like reselling, right? Because, like, you never get anywhere. Like, you know they're gonna sell it for, like, at least 3 times as much.
I mean, that's the price of a middleman, though.
I guess. Whenever I resell things, though, it's specifically to get them out of my house. And again, you could make the argument that I got use out of them initially, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily a waste. I do regret some of the stuff I bought. Who doesn't, right? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm letting something bother me that really shouldn't, but...
As long as he's happy now, I'd say.
I still think that Nintendo were bastards.
Yeah. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'm able to criticize things that I like.
I just feel like it was always... Nintendo was the last remaining bastion of ethics, and then it was like, Nintendo, you're dead to me.
Well, okay, the thing with that... I should probably kill this Sizzler, if I can.
Oh, he woke up.
Yeah. The thing with that is, like, so many of the other ones are so shit that Nintendo is better by comparison, right? They don't torture people. Square Enix gets into weird blockchain NFT shit that nobody fucking asked for.
They did it one time and it was dumb, but... You need Final Fantasy VII everything, and then NFTs happen. They're like, we already have a contract that Final Fantasy VII needs to be on everything, so we legally have to do this.
And they put out like, I think the big one was after the NFT and blockchain shit, right? But they put out like their president put out like their yearly like report or like news to like the fans, and it was like the technobabble shit where it's like, I'm trying to trick you into thinking that you really want NFTs. And it's like, nobody wants this!
Some people really like Final Fantasy VII. I think Final Fantasy VII is okay.
I should play it at some point.
It's
Although, if there's like one character... I think I told you that if I could put like a Final Fantasy character in Smash, it'd be Black Mage.
Yeah, Vivian probably, but... Vivian's just the name, Black Mage, and the Black Mage design that a lot of people are familiar with once it got the 3D. From... I want to say... I can't remember the number. I want to say it's 8. I could be wrong.
Try again, it's gonna work, cause it's netball.
You should play Bravely Default instead of Final Fantasy.
I think the only RPG that Square Enix makes that I can stomach is Dragon Quest.
Why don't you like Bravely Default? Do you want to know the reason? So you think that second and 2 name decision is dumb, right?
Well, yeah, like... There's a lot of there's a lot of people in video games that are very bad at naming things. Nintendo is
Okay.
also a Gale. Yeah, is also Wii U, New Super Mario Brothers. Oh, my plan, my perfect plan. Master Graham, go forgive me. Oh, there you go.
To me, the names make sense. Something I learned recently that I did not know is the team behind Bravely Second did not like Bravely Second when it came out. They're like, we're not big on it. We're gonna pretend it didn't exist. So I think that's also part of the reason why they're like, this is Bravely Default 2. I like Bravely Second still. I think this
I
is.
think you told me that I
Cleef.
needed to fight him, but I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
want to.
Cleef. But it's still.
Uh-oh.
The first two games.
Listen, I'm not saying that I wouldn't
Same
like them.
universe.
I just kind of feel like I've been turned off to... And, like, I say this, and I do have a few Final Fantasy games on my backlog that I will
It is a different
play.
team than Final Fantasy.
That's fine. I'm just saying I've been turned off. Like, it's just one of those that's like... They are Square Enix. They make JRPGs, right?
Except when they make Balan Wonderland World.
He went to jail for insider trading. Do you think it's possible?
That it was because of the game, and they're like, we gotta.
Well, just
pin
like
something
in
on it,
general,
they get him
I
in
played a
jail.
few Yuji Naka games since, and I've just been like, Balan Wonderworld, Sonic 06, Billy Hatcher. Those are turds. And I'll defend at least a little bit 06. That, I think, was a good deal of hardware, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other two, though, they thought they had something, is the thing, right?
They're like, let us cook. And they made a masterpiece.
Like, they thought, they're like, you know, they were, like, proud of it. And that's one of the things that, you know, like, with them being like, okay, it should have been better, but hardware limitations, it's like, it's not good, and I feel like you shouldn't release it, but, like, I kind of feel like that was just how things needed to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you promise somebody a game and it's like, hey, we were too ambitious, we can't make it work on this hardware, Sega's not gonna be like, that's alright. Scrap it and make something that does. No, like, you need to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I won't completely condemn that, but... Billy Hatcher? Balan Wonderworld?
But the way I understand it, there's the team that does Dragon Quest, there's the team that does Final Fantasy, there's the team that were unhappy with where Final Fantasy was going. They do Bravely and Octopath, I believe.
Yeah, like, I could see myself liking it. It's just one of those, I don't really... A lot of my backlog comes from, like, a period in time where used games were plentiful, and there were a lot of, like, just games that had reputations, right? Where it's like, you need to play this game, it's so good, and I'm like, oh, I can get it for, like, $15 at GameStop? Sure, I'll pick up Okami. I found out that the version of Okami that I have is, like, a bad version of it.
Oh.
Like, somebody in, like, a comment said something like, oh, yeah, the Wii version is pretty bad, get, like, I can't even remember what they said. It was, like, another port of it, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently that's what I should be playing, but I just had the Wii version, so I'm going to play the Wii version, and it'll probably wind up being a Metroid Prime 2 Echoes thing, where it's like, damn it! Why didn't I just rebuy it? But we'll see, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these days, though, like, there are some times that I will just buy things on sale, or something new will come out that I know I will want to play, and I'll pick it up. But I feel like I'm at least a little choosier. Like, if you asked, like, me of 10 years ago, it's like, you gotta play Octopath Traveler, I'd probably play Octopath Traveler, right?
2. I don't think 1's really worth playing.
Oh, well, that's good.
2 is phenomenal. I don't know
Sick.
what happened between 1 and 2, but they fixed everything and then some.
Anyway, remember this, guys? Oh, it's been a while, boy.
Oh, Blue
Do you
Man.
remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you at Gadium Port. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know that we, Cypher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cypher's biggest and most damaging threat. It's enough talk. We have the skills and wherewithal to reach dark side. Yeah, you have the skill. Let me see your abilities in full glory.
You get Bravely Default for only $27.
Or I could just possibly focus on...
Get this Bravely Second for $20. And Bravely Default 2 for $24.
I'm fighting the Pudding Man.
Why is he pudding?
Well, he's not.
Oh my
Please
goodness.
don't make me catch Pudding Man. Like,
oh, Swallow.
Pudding Man would have been better, but...
Crunch. Oh, actually, Return's probably better on Alakazam than Crunch is.
It's Alakazam. He can't take a hit.
He can take a special hit.
You might be right.
He can't take a physical hit. I wonder who he's targeting.
Well, given that it's working... Maybe I'll swap out Big Billy next. But either way...
I feel like Bravely Default is just the perfect
Pudding Man
recreation of old
My
RPGs.
spoon, you have failed me.
I don't know if you care about job systems, though, in RPGs.
I mean, I had some fun with it with Sentinels in the Starry Sky.
Yes, I was trying to think if there's any examples of ones you would have played. Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, that one's... Like, oh yeah, I can't remember if it was me or the guy that I was playing it alongside, but like one of us came up with like the crazy... I think it was him. He's like, oh yeah, no, you teach your one character to be like a brawler, but then you also teach them to use a shield, and then they can carry the shield over to their brawler class, and it's like their Captain America. And I'm like, you know what? It is like their Captain America. That's pretty dope. That was a good game. I really liked it back in the day.
Very fun job system. Probably the best job system I've seen in an RPG. Back in, and Octopath Traveler does it really well, but there's even more customizability in Bravely.
Who's the other thing that's out?
Alakazam and
I killed the Alakazam. Oh, it's Kingdra. Okay. I can deal with this. I'm kind of wondering about pulling back with Big Billy.
But Bravely also has really good music. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, such great music.
I got plenty of good music. I listen to a lot of day. Yeah. No! Okay, do I want to pull back, do you think?
Either switch him or rest.
Does he get the rest off before somebody sucker punches him?
I don't know if Kingdra Swift swims in the Evil Rain.
You know what?
Probably Ultra Ball Swellow.
Rest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But Bravely also does the really cool theme song thing. You have every character has a special attack that they get every so often, and when you use it, it plays like a little theme song that they have. And throughout, it keeps playing the theme song during the battle, and as long as that theme song is playing, each character has like a special buff they give to the party. And then when the song ends, the buff ends. But then you can also chain in other people's special and their songs to add additional buffs, and it's real cool. Big Billy's sleeping.
Yeah, baby, Steven.
He's working hard. You could heal bell him. Okay, maybe it doesn't want him. Maybe Altaria might tank that, but... Here. Oh, that's not a Shadow Heracross. He's just Heracross.
Just a Heracross, yeah. Just a Heracross. But yeah, like the other thing I was going to say is I'm trying to decide what games to put on the list, because the last time I ran a poll, I stacked it with games that I specifically needed to beat, right?
Uh-huh.
This time, I'm thinking of games that, because I did not beat, I am so close to beating Donkey Kong 64. I have the final level after I get some random bullshit. I need to beat a really boring arcade game, and then I need to re-beat Donkey Kong NES. And then I might need to do some random stinking I.
You need to like the entire Donkey Kong Country game?
No, if I could do that easy though if I.
Oh, like the barrel throwing game?
Yes, do 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 do
That was
do
the
do do do
SNES.
do.
Double Edge. Oh, it didn't do as much as I thought it would.
What do I want to do here? But yeah, I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna stack it with games that I know I'll like. And I'm thinking Wind Waker. I normally do 2 Nintendo games, 1 third-party game, retro game, and then like an indie game. So I'm thinking Wind Waker and A Hat in Time, and I'm like, what do I stack it with? Like, what else do I stack it with, you know?
You should do Wind Waker HD, because you've never experienced Wind Waker HD.
No, I have.
When?
When I bought it.
Oh, I didn't know you had it.
I think I have it. If I didn't, I borrowed it from you.
I have it digitally.
Oh, well then I just got it.
Oh. I didn't think you ever played it.
No, I did. I'm very good at all things.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is. I think I'm missing like 2 figurines because I was looking at my spreadsheet today. I think I know what happened. I needed Puppet Ganon and then like the King of Red Lions, and I think Puppet Ganon I locked into the fight and then just went to the final fight, right? Like I wasn't able to go back, so I wasn't able to. And I think it might save in between, right?
I don't know. I know there's a couple that are very easy to miss and get locked out of.
Well, I think it was just those 2.
Yeah.
No!
Shadow Half.
Do I swap? Maybe. Oh no. Oh god, no.
Oh, that did more than I thought it would. I don't know about hit Thunder very much.
Oh, it's called Shadow Half.
Oh, it halves everyone's HP.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Of all the times to frickin' wake up, Big Billy.
He's like, I am awake!
Oh, he can't snore anymore.
No.
Alright.
I'm not guaranteeing it takes an ice beam, but that is a bulky bird.
I don't need it to take an ice beam if it's fast enough. Why? It's hit like every time, and this one time it's being like a pain in the ass. No, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So what are the other 2 games? I was half thinking about maybe doing frickin' 3 Hopes. Just a Fire Emblem game, you know, like a Fire Emblem Warriors game. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Do not. Damn fucking nation.
What route would you play? Have you done all of them or no?
No, I have not.
Some of us have done every route in that game twice and have 100%ed it multiple times. Because if it has Fire Emblem in the title,
I did Black Eagles. I got partially through Blue Lions, so I was thinking I'd just slam through Blue Lions real quick and then do Golden Deer.
Azure Gleam. I like Azure Gleam. I don't know if you should play that Golden Deer before you play actual Golden Deer.
Well, then maybe I just won't put it on the list.
It will very much cloud your perception of Claude. He is not as cool in that game as he is in the original.
I think when Claude frickin' shot me in the face...
He looks cool when he shoots people, though. He flies up on his dragon.
We had no reason to fight whatsoever. It was a 3-way battle where both sides, 2 sides very clearly hated the third side. And just like, why are we fighting? And it's like, I don't know, Claude. Why are we fighting? You came up and attacked me.
It needed to happen. It's exactly what you were saying with Pokemon earlier. We're like, it needed to happen. For story reasons, it had to happen like that. For story reasons, this had to happen like that. Edelgard created such chaotic warfare that they could not tell friend and foe apart. That's her words, not mine. If you're upset with that fight, blame your girl. She created that chaotic warfare.
Either way, I don't know. A third-party game, just one that I will absolutely like. Honestly, I'm pretty sure no matter what the other three I put on it, it's just gonna be, like, given the sort of results that I typically get, I kind of just want to say that it's going to be Wind Waker, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what else you could put. You could just do a fun Splatoon stream.
I guess.
You don't want to play Splatoon.
Well, that's like one of those. I mean, I guess it'd be like a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could... No, I need to, like, reset the progress. I don't know how I would get around to doing Octo Expansion. Octo Expansion rules, though.
Yeah.
But either way, I just need to not be stinking doing what I'm doing with frickin' Donkey Kong currently.
Do you have a heavy ball? Because that fella's heavy.
Like, it's... Donkey Kong has become painful. I think I was, like, outright screaming at it on Tuesday. I swear they are generous with some of these catch rates.
I'm not sure what other games.
What if I just did a poll where it's, like, one answer?
Wind Waker, Wind Waker, Wind Waker, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, Wind Waker HD?
I like Wind Waker HD. I like both of them, but...
I'm almost tempted to just tell you ahead of time, because I know you're not going to be able to do thumbnails while you're out of town and everything, right?
Yeah.
But just be like... Are we at... We're not even at 2 hours.
Mm-mm.
I actually might go and do the Purify Pokemon if that's alright with you.
Okay.
But, like, I just kind of want to, like, call it. Just be like, give me a Wind Waker HD thumbnail, make it Link, but in his pajamas.
Oh, in the blue outfit?
Yeah.
I really like his blue outfit.
I'm pretty sure that's, like, what I would be doing, but even if it's not, I mean, he would be in it just at, like, the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Wind Waker isn't my favorite Zelda game.
It's my favorite.
But it's still really good. Like, it's one of those games, like, I don't really think I can be in a bad mood when playing Wind Waker, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can anybody... Well, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
This is gay. Why isn't it like the tech demo of the Ocarina Zelda? Like, do you know about the tech demo? The GameCube tech demo? Yeah, okay, then.
The realistic battle against Ganondorf. It is so dark and broody and cool. I don't know. I like Ocarina, too.
I
There's
like
more Zelda games than
Ocarina,
that I like, right?
Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, of course. And, Link's Awakening remake.
Oh, I don't dislike Breath of the Wild. It's okay.
Not everything needs to be open world.
I like some of the RPG elements it added. Like customizing your armor and being able to do different things with it. And your weapons.
I don't know. The game's fine. I understand why other people like it. I just don't personally.
Yeah. Your 3 Magnemites have been purified.
Like, Zelda was a format that I liked, and then Skyward Sword happened, and I could have really used the win, and I'm not much into, you know, open world games, and I think that was, like, around the point where, like, we were kind of in the midst of everything's an open world game.
Mm-hmm.
Everything! And I was just kind of like, okay.
Ooh, rain dance. That's fun. You can do thunder shenanigans and send it outside a water type and...
I'll name them Trip. Do you get it?
It's like the guy from the anime.
I think there is, like, I'm trying to remember what character. I know I've heard of someone called Trip.
I think he's
I
Gen
can't
5.
remember. Okay, it was one of... Okay, whatever. But either way.
Triple. Because he's 3 back-to-bites.
Well, triplets too, but yes, that also works. Triple, triplet. It's slightly more clever than just calling him Tri or 3. Not much more clever, just slightly.
Santa! You could have named him Santa.
I mean, it's too late.
Bad. Are you naming all of them?
Yeah. Do you want to name female Venomoth?
Gruntilda.
Does that fit?
We'll find out.
I could just call her Grunty.
No, Gruntilda fits.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. Cause she's like spooky, evilish kinda. She would do bad magic. Pincer. What a nice mouth.
I think he's dope.
He's cool. He reminds me of Pisaka from
Yokai
Shin
Watch?
Megami
Oh.
Tensei. He's cool. He's creepy.
Did you...
Guillotine.
I just have him do that on everybody and it'll be cool.
You got a ribbon.
Okay, yeah, then I can do this.
Hector.
Why did it take you so long to be like,
He doesn't
Harvey
look
Lee
like
Oswald?
Hector.
What? He's a big, strong
Hector's
man.
cool. Doing jazz hands, kind of.
She's just having fun.
Oh, the little one's waving high. You can name her Kanga and Roo. From Winnie the Pooh. And also, it's Kangaroo.
Yeah.
It can sing. It can dance.
You know, it's pretty messed up that Kanga is a single mother. What's the deal with that?
Mia from Fire Emblem?
Well, Mamma Mia. But sure, we
Oh.
can go with that.
Mia's a single mother?
No, Kanga.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's time!
But then Tigger gets along really well with Rue and is also on good terms with Kanga. He could be a stepfather. He's not a stepfather. He's a father who's stuffed up.
I don't know why
Think about that.
you typed in M for Kangaskhan and I thought you were going to type in McDonald's.
Okay, do you want to name Banette?
Oh, I was going to say BK and then leave it anonymous if it's Burger King or Black Knight.
I have a name if you don't.
I don't have one
Okay.
ready. Chlorine?
Chlorine,
Clarice.
yes.
No, Chlorine. It's a Fire Emblem character.
Well, I'm currently reading Hannibal, so...
Clarice is also a Fire Emblem character, but they spell it differently, and she dies, so...
Well, I'm pretty sure Clarice Starling will live through this book. I believe I've seen the movie, and she survives in the film adaptation.
Clarice is... I feel a little bad for...
Is this Clarice? Hello, Clarice.
Have you ever seen The Thing from 1982? You have to
No.
specify 1982 because there's like a million different versions of it.
I mean, it's a kind of a basic name, and I get, like...
It's based on... They're all based on the same novel.
Oh, and here I was like, well, there's probably at least one The Thing movie that's about Fantastic Four.
They're like remakes. The 1982 one's a remake too, but it's really good. It's probably my favorite horror movie. It might be tied for my favorite movie in general of all time.
Oh, well, you took your horror class.
Yeah, that's where we watched it. It was really good. It
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I just don't really watch movies all that much.
Practical effects go crazy.
I'm leaving Electabuzz because I think when I was looking at the guide, there was some strategy for using Shadow Electabuzz. Like, you know, against one of the bosses, and it's just kind of one of those, it's like, well, just in case.
Maybe
oh, by the way, do you see this?
Half. Yeah. That's what I said we saw one earlier.
But yeah, you know, stuff.
Probably Shadow Half, maybe to cheese things.
Maybe. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm gonna just keep on doing it like I'm doing it. I mean, I could swap Banette out. Like, is there anybody that you think I should swap out for Banette? I feel like we're too late game for a swap.
They're still giving you guys.
Well, and they'd be, like, appropriately leveled and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Banette was, like, a dungeon ago, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, look at my team.
Altaria is probably your most redundant type, but I really like Altaria. Yeah, you have 3 flying types.
I do, actually. I wasn't even really thinking about Sping.
Exceptionally weak to electricity.
Am I?
You have water, too. Sping is neutral.
And so is Altaria. Yeah, Didi.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess not.
Ice, maybe. Ice could be a problem. I got 2 double weaknesses to Ice. I could swap Altaria out for Banette.
I think that's smart, but I really like Altaria.
Okay, fine. If I fail. It's your fault, just remember. Now there's a door, and there's an elevator.
What if the elevator goes straight into the lava and you die?
Well, then it's a good thing I'm saving it.
You want to know where to go?
But
you
yeah,
fought Snaddle, and you fought Ardos.
The elevator door won't open. Okay.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure then I go in the building.
Wait. I don't know if this is correct.
There was a machine right here, son of a bitch. How's it going, little man? Oh, now this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat Ardos. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you'll see. However, I also cannot allow you to interfere. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion.
Is he gonna open his eyes?
So, for the time being, I think I will have you securely out of the way right where you are now. What? That was a weird way of phrasing things.
Well?
Anyway, I'm gonna try that elevator again. Can't I just bring out a rock Pokemon?
I guess try to leave. And one of the bosses challenges you?
Okay.
Oh, and then you fight a peon after you fight the boss man.
Okay.
This boss is kind of lame, though.
Oh.
Because you've already fought him, like, multiple times.
Nah, I think I've only fought him once.
Oh, I thought you fought him at the other place, and then you fought him here once already.
Me again, kid. You know, it makes me kind of happy to see you since I've seen you so often.
Didn't you fight him on the ship and then again here?
No, I fought one of his underlings. But the way you keep beating me, my cred's taking a beating. Maybe I have fought him more than once. Master Grable gave me this one last chance to redeem myself, but this is it. If I lose this one, there's no tomorrow. Here goes. Okay.
He has 2 guys for you to steal. Slowking. Oh, and Ursaring. Oh my goodness, it's a battle for the ages. Who's better?
Have you watched the second movie?
Second movie of what?
Of Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay, so you know about the talking Slowking.
Yeah. He exists.
Just remember, he's like Snow and he's like, man, I sure wish I had pants. It's like, ha ha ha, because I was like 12 when it came out, and that was funny to me. because it was such a mundane thing for the mighty Slow King to be talking about. It was pretty funny.
The Pokemon movies, I don't know. Sometimes I like watching them just as like a laid back kind of thing. They're a little dumb, but
Some of them are better than others. Like, I think some of them have, like, at least half decent plots, but, like, a lot of them, I think the big deal is just, like, I just want to see some, like, really crazy Pokemon that I don't typically see fight each other.
yeah.
What does it take to be a good Pokemon movie? Just at least 2 legendaries,
Oh my
and they beat the
goodness.
shit out of each other. That's all I need. You know?
Just one shot at that guy.
Like, what are the best movies? The second movie, and then, like, the Darkrai movie. Because that's exactly what happens, right?
The Hoopa one was a movie, right? Where
Yes.
it brings like all the legendaries together.
Oh, yeah, that one's stupid, but also I love it. You know?
I like that one. I thought there were more that I liked.
Are you using...
What's he doing?
That's not who I meant to target,
That was a crit.
but I guess it works. At least he didn't have water absorb or anything.
He should have thick
I
fat.
flipped him around.
Oh.
This is his whole strategy, by the way.
I'm gonna put Earthquake on a whole team of special attackers, and it's gonna go crazy.
Well, I hate Whalrin.
He is only using Earthquake on his special attackers, and then his physical attackers who would make use of it are just like, I'm gonna protect.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
very
dealing with that.
dangerous for Aggron.
I guess it
Honestly,
is a little
I'm-
dangerous for Aggron right
I'm honestly surprised that he's not, like, alternating it, where it's, like, one uses Protect, one uses Earthquake, then the other one uses Protect, and the other one uses Earthquake. You know what I mean?
now. Mm-hmm.
That would be a decent... Do I use Thrash, do you think? Or do I just want Return? Or do I
I
really...
return.
So, screw Thrash?
Yeah, returns higher power.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I
Even though I let him die
think
twice?
It should be. Or
But also, welcome back, by
comparable.
the way. I get a Poliwrath?
1/3 were good. I feel like that's fair. Jirachi is the best. I don't remember the Jirachi one.
Okay, Big Red. You say you watched all of them?
Rank them all right now.
No. We only need to know his opinion on one of them. I Choose You. What did you think of I Choose You?
Oh, he did not like Darkrai or Hoopa.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I go into the Pokemon movies being like, this is gonna be dumb. And I'm okay with that. I'm gonna enjoy this.
There's like a baseline, right? Where I think I talked about this before specifically with Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we can do this.
I like Poliwrath.
Like, it's a children's movie, and it's not only a children's movie, it's a children's movie made to sell a product, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're specifically supposed to watch that and be like, oh my gosh, Mom, can I get the video games, and can I get a Pikachu plushie? And you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my standards are very low for Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Like, as long as something dumb happens, like, as long as there's some sort of spectacle, I'm actually okay with it.
Fang is struggling a little bit.
Are you suggesting?
Oh yeah, that's good. Please sleep.
But you know, like, the ones that, like, it has to be really bad for me to walk out of a Pokemon movie and be like, you fucked it! You fucked it, anime people! You fucked it!
Cause I love Marshadow design. That's a ghost type. And then it's
But
like,
yeah, how I Choose You pissed me off. I Choose You pissed me off so much.
oh, I kind of thought all of them felt spin-offy from the start, but I never really watched the anime that much. Like I watched on and off.
The
as a
thing
child.
with the movies that are really weird is it's really hard to tell which ones count or not, right? Because, like, the first movie and the second movie, they reference in the show, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's points where Mewtwo just comes back and are like, oh, but they don't remember Mewtwo, but Mewtwo remembers them.
Oh, I remember the Mewtwo and Genesect one being decent.
Yeah, that one's not bad. But okay, what else was I gonna say?
I love Victini!
But then there's okay, the problem with the Victini movie is that they
haven't
made
seen
it twice.
Oh, is that the one that has, like, version differences?
Yes. And the problem is I
You
got
sat
the
through
collection.
it twice.
Yeah. And it was like I don't remember too much of the specifics, but I remember it being like I think my general impression was it was like this was worth watching once. It was not worth watching back to back.
Because it just changes version exclusive Pokemon, I thought.
Yeah, it's like there's a bigger like a bigger focus on Reshiram in one and a bigger focus on Zekrom on the other, and then like one of the villain characters either has a Gothitelle or a Yunculus, right? And I think there's like one or two other small tweaks.
Probably like the birds, Mandibuzz,
But that's like
Braviary.
about it.
Oh, he's
But
got
then,
the tier list.
One of the other things though is in like at a certain point in the anime they meet Richie again, right? And I don't know why this is all that I guess just because this is why they bring it up. But they find like a Lugia with a baby Lugia because I guess that's how it fucking works. My point is he's like saying to Richie, he's like, oh, a Lugia, oh yeah, we saw one of those in the Orange Islands. So at that point, you're just like, okay, so that counts. The movie, Pokemon 2000 counts. I'm trying to remember who it was, but somebody was talking about the movie that I watched, and they were saying something like, wait a minute, when did that movie come out? And it's like, when did Pokemon the movie 2000 come out?
It was the 2000th movie.
But so that counts. Some of the movies though, like they see the legendaries and there's a big focus on the legendaries in the movies, right? And then there's a big focus, like there's a movie with like the legendaries. No, there's not a movie. There's a subplot with the legendaries in the regular anime. So it just kind of feels like in those instances, it's like an alternate telling, right? Where it's like, well, if you still want to see the legendary stuff, but you don't want to sit through like 50, 100 episode that's in like, this generation's anime, you just watch the movie instead. So in those, it seems like an alternative. So, it kind of depends. And I kind of want to say, like, maybe, I'm trying to remember the Gen 3 movies, whether they counted or not.
There's the Deoxys one? Right?
Yeah, those might count, because I'm not sure if they show up in the anime, in the regular anime. I want to say during Gen 4, because there was, like, the whole big, there's anime Dialga-Palkia, and then there's movie Dialga-Palkia.
I have never heard of Blaze of Fire.
What now?
Blaze
Oh.
of Fire.
Well, congrats, Aaron. And there's different interpretations. Like some of the legendaries, they're just like, well, there's multiples of this legendary, like the bird. There's the last chance Master Greevel gave me. How long could I keep losing as a kid over and over? If I were a tree, I'd climb up and get away from this. And some of them, I don't know if it makes sense for there to be multiple ones, but sometimes they still make multiple ones. Like the Mewtwo. There's definitely 2 Mewtwo's in the anime universe, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess you could just look at it as Team Rocket had like multiple labs and they had multiple, they grew multiple Mewtwo's, but it still feels a little weird.
There's multiple Genesect.
Yeah. Well, Genesect is just a Pokemon that was like altered, so that's not all that weird.
It wouldn't make sense for there to be multiple Zekrom or Reshiram, I feel like.
Like a lot of the box legendaries, I don't think it does make sense.
Yeah.
The birds, I don't know, fucking maybe.
Like Gen 1 birds or the box birds? Hello, Lugia. I could see there being.
I don't know. It's probably not worth thinking about because you know damn well they probably didn't.
They didn't think about it. They're just like, this thing looks cool. Oh, the Sinnoh movies are. What are the Sinnoh ones? Manaphy, Darkrai.
No, Manaphy's actually Gen 3.
Oh.
Because May being like Manaphy's mom was like a big thing.
So Darkrai.
Darkrai, like
Did Arceus get a movie? Oh,
Darkrai,
Lucario.
Shaman, Arceus.
Lucario.
I want to say Lucario is also Gen 3.
Gen 3's gotta stop stepping on Gen 4's feet. I like Lucario. I don't know about the movie, but I like Lucario as a dude.
And then there was Pokemon Heroes, which
Which one is that where he kisses the laddie? Yas?
Hey, it could have been the actual girl that she was taking to. You don't know. You don't know. At least Ash is getting smooches. It might not count. Serena gave him a smooch.
At the airport or something.
Yeah, it was at the very end. I kind of think that she was one of the better traveling companions because she actually had a freaking arc.
I think Iris.
I saw some people talking about Iris recently, and they're just like, because I think people were arguing over who was like the sister, like, you know, the sister character to Ash. And they were like, well, you know, probably like May with how they argued. Misty had a crush on him, and then Dawn was kind of like, you know, his protege. Like, he had been, you know, traveling for a while, so a lot of people like see him like almost as like her protege, I think. But like Iris, it was very cute. You don't care because you don't watch the anime. When they showed up, like when they were at like the Grand Championships of the world and everything, right? Like, it was very cute watching those two interact because, like, everybody else was like, oh, shoot, it's good to see you, dude. And there's like, yeah, hey! And they're like, yeah, you made it! Awesome! Where'd it go? Yeah, you're gonna do great! Like, they were really, really, like, supportive and happy to see each other, right?
Iris is really cool. She goes from being this little kid learning how to use dragon types to very strong champion.
Do you think I'd proc the FX4? Fuck!
Yes. Yes, you did.
Well, now I got guts, bitch!
Yeah. You could just keep healing him with items and not heal his poison, and he could kill everybody.
But either way, something. I don't know. I do need to get around to watching Gen 5. I think those two would be cute together.
I think it's supposed to be a poopy
Although,
anime,
again...
but...
Spoilers!
I thought people were like, games, good. Anime, poop.
But yeah, no. If you ever get around to it, the what am I looking for? The movie I Choose You, it was so bad that Sam refused to watch any Pokemon movies with me after that. Cause like they came out with the Power of Us afterwards, right? And like, you know, I thought it was pretty decent. I enjoyed it for what it was and everything, right? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I think you'd like it. And you're just like, no.
They hurt me.
It's so bad, but people liked it. But that's because it was like, I'd say that, you know, like, I would say that to a degree, like, the most cynically made movie was probably I Choose You, right? Because it was like the beginning of an alternate Ash's journey. So it was like, oh, well, anyone can watch this. And it's like referencing the early anime a good bit. And it's going to do Bye Bye Butterfree, but you've only seen this Butterfree for like 5 minutes, so nobody fucking should care. You know, like that sort of thing, right? And it was just, I think it's a terrible movie.
And Iris is my favorite champion. I don't think you care one way or the other.
What?
About Iris.
I mean, I don't dislike her. But, you know, whatever. But, I don't know, just... Movie bad.
rollout. That'll be a problem eventually.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Are you gonna murder him?
Yee. But you know, I don't know. A lot of people, like I said, they like that movie just because it did what, you know, it very obviously played on all the stuff that people actually, like, wanted to see. It was, like, pretty much just for Gen 1ers.
Mm.
He's failing me.
Oh. We really's got this.
The question is, do I use a full restore on him, or...
Do you like Pokemon Chronicles? I'm not familiar with Pokemon Chronicles.
Okay, you're gonna have to remind me of which one that is, because...
I don't really watch any of the Pokemon anime in general.
Because, like, they did a lot of special series for Pokemon, right?
It's this.
What is that? Is that just the special selection of things, or was that, like, the last little bit that they did with Ash?
It's a spin-off series revolving around other characters besides Ash.
Have I seen that?
There's one about Brock returning home to Pewter City.
I don't think I saw that, because I don't think it was localized, and I wasn't sure where to... Maybe I watched that?
Then
I
Misty
don't know.
returns home. Team Rocket.
I would probably enjoy it, other than the Team Rocket parts.
Butch and Cassidy. Tracy and Sakura.
Who the fuck is...
Meow.
Wait, is Sakura that girl that they kind of, like, teased you, and they're like, oh, maybe she'll join the team. She's got a Misty, and that's pretty dope. And then they're like, oh, no.
She's one of the only characters on this that does not have a blue link on their name, so I cannot tell you who she is.
Yeah, there was, like, 2 episodes where they were hanging out with, like, a girl with an Eevee, and, like, I think, like, all of her siblings, or all the people in, like, the place where she was at, like, had the evolutions of Eevee, and she was trying to figure out who to, like, you know, what to evolve it into. And I think they had, like, a small arc with her. And she seemed to really get along. Like, she might have even traveled with them for, like, 2 episodes, but then they came back to the city.
It seems like it's half Team Rocket stuff, half other people.
Yeah, maybe I should look it up at some point. Because, like I said, I would probably enjoy it. I've watched...
Oh, that's the original Japanese version. The English version is completely different and focuses on other characters. It focuses on Jimmy and Marina. Are you familiar with Jimmy and Marina?
No, we're not talking about the Legend of Thunder people, are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what the episode
That was on for, like, a little bit, and I think I caught, like, 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Legend of Thunder Part 1, Legend of Thunder Part 2, Legend of Thunder Part 3, Pikachu's Winter Vacation. Oh, and then there's the Japanese ones. The ones that were Japanese that I was just talking about that are now.
They're gonna feel so awkward. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's not Jimmy and Marina. That's Ethan and Crystal.
They might have been called something different. Sir, who allowed this child to penetrate our fences so deeply? What is the meaning of this? The others can't be counted on at all. I'm giving you the responsibility of dealing with this child. I'm gonna float away on my hover chair. I like to go in my hover around. You finally managed to anger Master Grievel. I thought I would entertain you one day, but as I not quite face you. I thought it'd be really cool and you'd be friends.
Why is it gonna be unfulfilling?
I'm sorry, the Grandmaster was rude. I can't refute it. Why did you even freaking ask me? I just wanted to see what would happen if I was like, no.
I thought the blue guy was gonna have Kyogre and this guy was gonna have Groudon.
You think they're gonna give me a Kyogre and Groudon?
Well, you don't have to be able to catch them. You don't have to be Shadow Legendaries.
Yes, they do.
Only one Shadow Legendary matters. I love Manectric.
I kind of forgot about how this worked in the other game, by the way.
What?
I didn't have a scouter in the other game. I had a big-eyed girl, and she'd be like, "Boom! I see the future."
Yeah, I forgot about her. I don't remember her name.
I don't either.
Fang died immediately.
Yes, we're fighting very, very fast Pokemon that were just like, wait. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Electric and bug.
You see that? You see the problem here?
No.
That Manectric wants to die.
What's he doing?
Well, he used Takedown and got hit by Rough Skin, and he's in yellow now. I haven't touched him, and he's in yellow.
Throw the Ultra Ball and sleep him next time. Oh, is that?
You gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh my god!
Good luck. Wait, what? Didn't you
I don't
want
even
Ultra
know.
Ball Manectric?
No, I wanted to sleep him.
What? I thought you wanted to Ultra Ball and sleep him at the same turn.
Listen, we'll see how it works.
Shadow N? That sounds like he's about to murder himself.
We'll see.
I was correct.
I'm gonna throw the ball.
You need Heal Pulse. And not for your party. Please no! Throw that Ultra Ball. And maybe try to sleep him, I guess. I used Manectric in my Ruby playthrough. He's a dog.
I really hope that he only has these two.
I don't think Manectric should be that hard to catch.
We're going
What did I
quiet.
say?
We're going quiet. We're just like, no. I don't think it'll be that hard to catch. And it's like, but I will not talk during.
Mine's name was Gale. Shadow Run. Oh yeah. And he's still so happy. She's still so happy. What did she do last? Oh, did she throw the ball?
No, she failed to sleep.
Again?
Yay.
Oh, she got it this time.
She has performance anxiety.
Boom.
You know that one cutscene where, like, they have the Gloom use sleep powder on us?
Mm-hmm.
What if there was a 10% chance it just didn't work and the cutscene failed?
I think it's 50% accuracy, right?
I think it's more than that.
I think it's from 50 and 70. But Spore is 100, so Spore goes crazy. Okay, well, there's real life sleep powder, if that makes you happy.
That sounds like something...
Oh, it's 75. I was wrong. I don't know what's 50. Oh, maybe Grass Whistle? I'm not sure.
My attack rose. Hell yeah.
Off Metal Claw?
Yeah.
It's 10%, but I don't think it's ever happened this playthrough, so you're probably due for it.
Yeah, that's how percentages work.
It is if you're playing fixed mode. Some Fire Emblem fan game. And I think even Engage now has fixed mode instead of random roll. But I could be wrong.
Yeah!
It's like actually gives you the statistical.
So anyway, I caught the Salamence.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Is he a shadow Pokemon? He's a
You
shadow
gotta be
Pokemon.
fucking kidding
You
me.
knew this was coming. Last stream you were like, end of the game, everyone just has full parties of shadow.
Yeah, but
Pokemon.
at this point, I know of 8 that I still need to collect, right?
Mm-hmm.
He might die.
No, he's not gonna die. He didn't do that much to you.
Either way, I almost have all of them that I need, so there's very few places that I can continue getting them.
You need a Wooper, another Wooper to trade, and then
Like, I think there's...
that last guy's entire Pokemon is Shadow, aren't they?
Yeah. And there's the Shadow Lugia before that.
You think?
Like, I think there's only, like, 82 of them, and I have, like, almost 70.
Lapras is cool. Well, we would have a Lapras. You think the speed run for this game relies on just hucking balls at the last guy and catching all his Pokemon off the bat?
There is a chance this will work. Not a very good chance, but there is a chance.
There's also a chance I just wasted 20 hours of my life and we'll have to restart.
I think there's like... I think I've seen a clip of some guy having a breakdown because they fail like Ocarina of Time speedrun.
That makes sense.
Like something happens and he just like starts shaking and making noise, right? He's like... And then he like screams, he might fall to the ground.
Oh.
This is fine. Maybe. This is hurting friendship, which is not good. I should have used... No, DD would be a problem against the... I might have to push again.
That's what the purple rain does to a man.
Maybe.
You gotta snag 2 more Pokemon. You can probably catch the
I actually might want to leave and buy some more Ultra Balls.
Maybe, especially if they're gonna be hard to catch.
Like, I'm gonna have...
Is it a Metagross again?
Thinking... It's like 3 birds and then 3, I think, decently strong things.
Oh. The birds are gonna be rough.
Yeah, they are. That's why I'm like... 19, 18, 19 Ultra Balls. Maybe not the way we do this. Although at this point, maybe I'll try a Timer Ball on Lapras.
You could. I think last time I played through Fire Red, I spent 100 Ultra Balls on each of the birds with them at like red HP and asleep.
I think you have shitty luck in these games, okay? Like, I'm just gonna say it.
Whenever I get to a legendary, I like pull up a movie or a really long video and I'm just like, well, this is what's happening. It'll take me hours to catch a legendary. I'll be is she sneezing?
No.
Oh, throwing up. I'll be sitting there. I guess she's okay. Hopefully.
She just does that sometimes. Like, she did it earlier today. I think...
Yeah.
I think when, like, the temperatures are in flux, it seems to affect her more. Because, like, when things are stable, she'll go for, like, a while without barfing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna clean that up. Can you try a Timer Ball for me?
Yeah.
And be really interesting while I'm gone.
Okay, hopefully... I think Bruce is dead. Oh, no, Bruce lived. Okay. Bruce and his upside-down buck teeth. No offense, Bruce. I hope that doesn't... Oh! 5 HP in a dream. He is dead next turn.
Timer.
Yeah, did you want Bruce switched out, or it's fine?
It's fine. I'm not sure if I got anybody else doing shit damage.
We will... I'm a hyper potion on one and use a ball. Hyper potion, and I actually don't know how hard it is to catch Lapras because you like never catch Lapras. Oh, Netball's gonna be better than Timer Ball, I would imagine.
Calm mind.
I did a Netball. I think Netball's gonna be better.
Oh, okay, fine. Somebody's making choices.
Netball's really good. Oh yeah. But you like never catch Laprases. They're always gifts.
Well, yeah, that's because they're rare to find.
I don't think the birds
Like in the
of
first
extinction.
They were. Did you not hear that got fixed?
Who fixed it?
A child.
Oh.
Do you not know about that story?
No.
Okay, I will tell you while I go back to get Ultra Balls. You are powerful, much more than I did. man, if you can't understand what man, you should keep going. However, the Grandmaster's power is probably far greater than you can imagine. I doubt you will beat the man. Damn, he's right. I better leave.
We're giving up on the game. You think anyone's ever gotten to a final boss and they're just like, I can't?
You do remember how close I was to rage quitting Metroid Prime, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you fought Eldest. Okay, then there's two just random people without any shadow Pokemon that you fight.
Oh, good, I can kill him.
And then you go fight
Get the Shadow
final
Lugia.
boss, which has 2 phases.
Yep. So, the story goes that there was some kid who, like, you know how Laprases were close to extinction, right?
Mm-hmm.
He felt bad about it, so he just kept on breeding and releasing Laprases. It was very cute. And there was like a Pokedex entry, and I know I say Pokedexes are bullshit, but this one feels like it was kind of a, like, assuming that they heard about it. Yeah, Ultra Balls. And I guess I'll do the Purify while I'm out too. But like, there was a Pokedex entry where it's like, they were close to extinction, but recently they've been making, like, a resurgence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody just kind of took that as, like, correlation, where somebody was like, they heard the story and they're just like, we'll just do a nice little thing where it's like, Laprases, they're coming back.
That little man saved the Lapras population.
I mean, it's a nice, like, it could be complete bullshit, right? But it's nice to think about, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to imagine that that's what happened.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be there. Don't you worry now. Okay, so maybe Ultra Balls, maybe Timer Balls.
Yeah.
Mostly Ultra Balls, I think.
Unfortunately, no water types. You got 47 Ultra Balls for 4 legendary Pokemon? I would have at least 500.
I don't think I can afford that, but I will get...
Maybe they make it easier in this game?
It feels like the catch rates are more generous with some of them. And, like, if worst comes to worst, we mirror B things later. It's like the final freaking boss. Like, I'm half tempted to try Shadow Lugia. Like, I might try Shadow Lugia twice.
Oh, you have a Master Ball, though.
Yeah. Like, there's a part of me that doesn't want to use the Master Ball on Lugia, and there's another part of me that's just like, just use the fucking Master Ball.
Yeah, like, you can't transfer it into a game.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's just kind of my pride that I don't really use them anymore.
It just saves time.
Yeah, that is kind of, like, the big thing, right?
Like, you can walk into the casino and have a free $100, or you can go in there and gamble.
Yeah.
And even if you win the gamble, you're just getting that $100 at most.
Yeah. Oy.
Do you like Magmar or Electabuzz better?
I think Magma. Well, maybe Electabuzz, but I like Magmar more than Electivire.
Oh, I love Electivire.
Well, you're dumb.
He's cool.
He's a physical electric type.
Yeah. Oh, you hate Luxray?
Well, Luxray is already my physical. Luxray's a good boy. Listen, do you know who had an Electivire?
Faulkner?
Paul.
Yeah, he
And
had
Paul
a mean
is a bastard.
Electivire. But not all Electivires. Ashes Inferni.
I kind of just want to call him by his Japanese name.
That's inappropriate.
I don't know what Magmortar is called, but it's Booby, then Boober.
Then Boobist.
And I think, like, the idea isn't so much, oh, his head looks like a pair of breasts. I think it's more that he's supposed to be, like, like, kind of, like, he's got, like, the lips and everything. I think he's supposed to be, like, a booby. Like the bird. But it's still pretty funny to call him Boober, isn't it?
Farfetch'd. Don't worry, Farfetch'd. You get your time to shine in a few generations.
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean?
His cousin does.
Yeah, but far-fetched and oh, Sword Stance Slash. That's kind
Are you
of
saying
cool.
I should use? Are you saying I should use him?
He's pretty cool. Dindy. Din.
He's Din.
Is he adding to the team? He looks like he could face a Shadow Lugia.
I kind of wonder if I should just goof around for whatever's in 2.
Whatever's in 2?
Yeah, because it's almost done.
Oh. He has no weaknesses.
What if I sniff him?
He doesn't mind. He's a little gremlin, man.
Well, I can punch him then.
Oh, yeah. Or if you're Scrappy.
That was something that happened in, like, the anime. Somebody was using, like, a souped-up Hyper Beam, right? And, like, the Sableye, Mega Sableye jumped in the way, and he's like, doesn't affect ghost types, and it just, like, ate it. I'm like, I feel like that's not how that works. I feel like it goes through it, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, so, if, like, he were to block a Hyper Beam, I think it's different depending on, like, which thing you use. What should I name her?
Claudia.
Okay. Because, like, I think the whole idea for, like, Dragon not working on Fairy is that Fairy disperses, like, the Dragon energy. I might have watched a video that said something like that. This might not be my own thought. I don't remember.
Or maybe Fairy's just busted because who cares?
So, you know, like, I could see that, you know, like, a Fairy type tanking, a thing, right? But a ghost tanking like a normal move, it's like I don't think that's how that would work. Thoughts?
I think it just goes through him. Because what if it's a physical move? Did he just eat an entire Pokemon?
Yeah.
But Ghost can hit fighting types.
Yeah, like it does feel weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This feels like a double standard, and I, as a gentleman, will not have it.
Ghost is cool though.
Yeah, Ghost is pretty neat. Like, I'm not sure. I think Steel is the only type that I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck.
I like a lot of Steel types.
Well, that's because you're a bad person. You never think of that.
Lapras. My second favorite type might be Ground, actually.
Maybe Psychic at this point, just because it gets paired with a lot of things. And there are some Psychic types that I do like. Meowstic is amazing. Like, have people forgotten about... I feel like that was one of the designs that somebody was like, Meowstic, what is that? I'm like, it's a Nekomata where the colors are inverted and the design changed up slightly in between genders because of sexual dimorphism.
They have different stats too, which is cool.
Yeah, and moves.
Yeah.
Like, Meowstic is a great... Oh my gosh, I feel like I shouldn't be planning ahead for what I do in Legend ZA. But there's a part of me that's like, do I want to use that? Like, the Mega is another thing. Like, chances are I'll use, like, a new one, right? Because for the novelty of it. But there's, like, a part of me where it's like, well, of course I'm going to use Gardevoir. And then I was thinking about it, it's like, but I also really like Lopunny. Call me a Coomer. That's not why, but you can think that.
Everyone knows those Pokemon.
Most of them like them for reasons besides what I like them for, though.
Like
to be fair, Megalopony, they did give Yoga Pants to. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go.
You're giving up on them.
I think it's gonna take too long. But yeah, I don't know. I think. Ay. I'm really hoping, because I think it was the first full week in November, right? I took off, and that's normally around the time that they release new Pokemon games, right? So I'm really just hoping that I hit it so that I can do a midnight release. I mean, I'll just ask for the day off then, right? I think I need to get better about asking for time off in general, because I like saving it up. More on that in a minute, but well, more on the saving thing in a minute. But like today, I did something that I don't typically do, and I actually, took sick time.
Hmm.
I've been meaning to do it just as a whatever, but for like whatever reason, and I'm trying to figure out what it could be because I keep on getting headaches for the past few weeks.
Hmm.
I think it's specifically screen time because that's when it seems to affect me.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also be just stressed because, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. A little bit of work stuff, a lot of bit of just what's all happening in the world right now, and also some upcoming like social things.
Yeah.
I did step out of the one because I think I told. I guess we'll see. I think I talked about it briefly on stream once, but there was just somebody who at a family gathering just kind of brought up politics, and they were very opinionated and very ignorant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it was the mother of the person like hosting the event, so it's like I can't get away with just blasting her.
Oh, you can tell this is a serious fight. I thought you had to fight 2 peons.
So that kind of stressed me out, right?
Oh,
and
I think
like
it's optional.
I was having, I was told one day before I was, needed to make a decision. I needed to make a decision on whether I was going to the new, the next gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while we were discussing who was going and who wasn't, I was having a bad time at work, and I was like super stressed out between the two of them, thinking whether I wanted to go or not.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just like, you know what? I'm not going to stress about this. Wondering if we're going to hit another landmine if I go for like a full week. So I just bowed out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some other stuff. Oh, sure we've come this far.
Santa.
I have no idea that a mere child like you would pursue me this long. Professor Crane, Data Robs, and the Lair, you alone derailed every one of our well-laid plans. Well, perhaps not just you. The news broadcast by NOBS did not help Cypher's cause at all. However, my Shadow Pokemon plan hasn't finished yet. The final act is about to unfold. Having come this far, I think you've earned the right to know what I have planned.
I'm gonna pee on the moon.
Oh, God. Creation of Shadow Pokemon that is permanently resist purification. That was the first step. I was thinking of just being like, we'll do it too, for like the poll, but I kind of feel like doing Sonic Adventure 2 is a you thing. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking of putting that in the poll. Next, I plan to create an army of Shadow Pokemon that work independently on my orders alone. Then it's not independent if it's on your orders. When this second step is done, I'll take over the world without having to rely on bothersome people. And now, I feel like this is very anticlimactic, though, if I use the ball, but I'll do it because it's funny. Let me introduce you to my faithful servant, the one that should become the central figure in my Shadow Pokemon army.
It's a Shadow
Come forth, XD. Oh, yeah, XD is nice. How has this never come back up, by the way?
Shadow Lugia?
Yeah. Codename XD is nuts. Now free of all adjustments, present to you Shadow Lugia. The Lugia is the first of the Shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified. Let's celebrate the completion of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance. Fall prey to Shadow Lugia.
I mean, there's other special spin-off game Pokemon that don't come back. You got Primal Dialga. You got Shadow Mewtwo.
Primal Dialga? Oh, wait, I'm thinking of... Oh, is that a Shadow Pokemon? Oh, shit. Oh, golly gee.
Oh, 2v1ing him, though. Did they ever say why he's psychic?
Because he loves you.
Like, he's the dude of the sea. Why is he psychic?
Because Psychic's a de facto cool one, whereas, like, you're the powerful... Like, I think I've seen videos on it, but it's still... It's a little weird.
Does the internet know?
Would you really make a box legendary have a double weakness, though? Oh, wait, Ho-Oh.
Rayquaza?
Well, they were fairly new at that point. I guess there's a few. I don't think he's too happy about this.
You know, what? Where did you get that?
How dare you, child? How dare you stand my Shadow Lugia, my one loyal subject? There's nothing left, but I will personally see to the total destruction of your Pokemon. Fall. Oh, I thought I was supposed to be able to get Shadow Lugia.
Didn't you just catch Shadow Lugia?
No, from the PC. I thought like a big part of the plan here was I just got to Stinkin'.
The bird looks a little underwhelming. Looks like a fast food mascot, but
When I was watching they're all gonna be shadow Pokemon, you dipshit. Just keep it on.
Oh my goodness!
He can take a. He's pretty decently. I'm gonna say they both do this. Anyway.
No, what? How we? Oh, I thought you did that on Rhydon. I was like,
No,
that's a dead
no,
Rhydon.
not the double weakness. No.
Oh, they get signature things. Oh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Dang.
I might just. If I lose this, I guess part of the point is I'm supposed to use. Like, the tip is to use Shadow Lugia here.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, maybe I can catch some shit, you know?
Use Big Red's say you can have an empty slot. And then it just adds it right to it.
That's so smart. Man, that would have been a very intelligent thing to do.
I kind of thought it would have done like the Gen 5 thing where it's like add them to your party for the big climactic battle.
Listen, they're not all brilliant, stinking
Programmers
programmers.
has little fire coming off it, which is cool, like little embers. Like above it, like an aura. That's neat.
People don't like Rhyperior, do they?
I don't think so.
I think Rhydon is better with an Eviolite, right?
I think Rhyperior has better like speed and attack.
But I think just like a lot of people, aren't they like,
I think
oh my gosh,
design-wise-
Rhydon was so cool, and then you got this.
Yeah. I thought there was another one that gained an evolution that people were like, this is dumb.
Ambipom?
I love Ambipom.
Well,
People do not, though.
they don't.
He's so fun to use, and he's funny. He's a funny monkey. And he gets Technician double hit. And sometimes all you need in life to be happy is Technician double hit. I don't think that's going to really be useful, but you have it.
I'm trying to think of what I want to do here.
What if they have Roost?
I'm just going luck.
I hate the legendaries that have the healing moves.
Mewtwo had Recover, and I swear there's at least one that's just like straight up rest, and it's like, oh, I guess I can go and fuck
Groudon.
myself.
I want to say maybe Groudon and Kyogre.
Okay. Moltres did he wiggled it wiggled once. Do you want to know what Moltres' Japanese name is?
Fried chicken.
Fire.
Oh, and then one's ice and the other one's
No, one's
Thunder?
freeze,
Oh,
and the other
freeze.
one's thunder. Okay, this is where it gets confusing, alright? There's Zapdos and there's Jolteon, right?
Mm-hmm. One's thunder and one's thunders.
Yes.
That looks like the Minecraft fire spring.
Actually, fight, Metal Claw, fight. No.
Yeah, a lot of the new evolutions they added in Gen 4 were very cool, and they felt needed. Like, there was a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon that were just like, this thing is as strong as a stage 1.5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
It needs something.
I'm just glad we finally got Weird Ear, man. That was what we needed.
I'm not a big Weird Ear person.
I'm joking. I don't
Oh.
really care one way or another for Weird Ear. I think Weird Ear's fine.
I thought you were like, Stantler was suffering. And I'm glad he got the justice he so...
I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad thing. I think the one that pisses... That's the one that people get pissed off about. The Dunsparce.
Oh, yeah. Because Insurgents had Seraphim, who is really cool. He's like this big dragon Dunsparce. I feel like they should have at least given Dunsparce like a cool ability or something.
Do you think he lives a
Moltres, no.
No?
I don't think he lives a Dragon Breath.
Okay.
That's an Altaria. don't doubt Altaria.
Okay, well, then we're just gonna throw my balls.
I don't know if Big Red has played Legends.
Weird Deer is the new hotness. Okay, imagine a Stantler, but it's bigger and he looks like your grandpa.
And he's really psychic.
Yes.
Like,
And you ride him around and it's dope.
he is useful for that.
Oh my gosh. Not enough people know about Legends Arceus. Maybe I should do another playthrough.
I didn't say you can't play Legends Arceus again.
I just feel like if I've done it before, it's like, why should I? But like, it was so long ago that I think I could probably get away with it.
There's some cool new Pokemon in Legends. Basculegion's really cool. I've grown on Sneasler.
I think some people want to.
Probably if it stands on two legs.
Did I ever tell you?
Two legs, but not
Did I ever
even...
tell you about my one clip show? Okay. There's ride Pokemon in Legends Arceus, right? There's an alternative form of, like, you know, an alternative, like, there's a regional variant of Sneasel.
Which is really cool. Though.
And then, like, an evolved form of that, which is, like, a big sloth person, right? And they're like, oh, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna ride Sneasler. It's gonna carry you up walls. And I saw this and I was like, please no. Please no. And then you get it, right? And you're just in a basket on its back with your eyes poking out. And I saw that and I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God. And I clipped that for a show, right? And it was like, thank God you're not, like, straddling it or something, right? And somebody was like, commented back, they're like, hey, man, don't judge. I'm like, listen. If this is what you're into, I'm perfectly fine with that. Just maybe not in the children's game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't need to have, like, the thing where you're just, like, riding and dry humping the sloth person. Like, the lanky sloth person. Sneasler's cool. I would like to raise one up to, you know, like 100 and just have one.
I didn't like it. I thought its design was kind of weird. And then the competitive Pokemon team that I like used it in their draft league, and I was like, okay, it's grown on me. I wonder when that's coming back. I hope they do it again this time.
Paralyze. What are the chances? Shit.
Not my Altaria.
Nah, she'll die. Oh, God, Big Billy. That's probably going to take out the Altaria.
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay, plan.
Are you asking or telling?
No, I'm telling. Big Billy, he's resting next turn.
Okay.
Big Billy is resting next turn.
That's an ice type.
Yeah, but I don't know if Shadow counts.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Let's do the chip damage for right now.
If you come back and fight him again, does he only have...
Yeah, he should. No, he gets him back.
Oh.
I need to actually win to keep him. Oh, I might hit the reset button if that happens.
Would you keep Shadow Lugia?
I think because I actually won that fight.
Can you revive spam?
I don't know that I trust actually winning, because I was going actually through this fight thinking it's like, well, whatever he doesn't, yeah, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do the trick, right?
Of hitting the reset button?
Well, that too, yes. But I was thinking I would do the trick of, like, the open slot.
Oh.
I'll see just in case. It's kind of a part of me that thinks I should just win if it gets too dicey.
Mm-hmm.
And then catch him from Mirror B, because I only have to deal with one at a time.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Let's see. If it says that I lose them, which I'm pretty sure it does, hit the reset for me, okay?
He's happy. You white it out. Oh my goodness, the Wii was not accounting for that.
Let's just take a look. I think that was something that they let me do in the last game, right? Where, like, if you just caught it, it's just like...
Oh.
I got Shadow Lugia. Okay, hit restart.
Where was Shadow Lugia?
Right there.
Oh. So he is. Who's leaving the party? Altaria was tanking hits.
Might be Fang, then.
Yeah. I feel like for catching you want bulk, and Fang is not bulk. I was gonna say for your next game, what are like your comfort games? But I guess most of them are probably Mega Man.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Which is already on rotation. So...
You know what? Actually, I got it. It's not... it's a Game Freak game. But you know what? Wind Waker... Legends Arceus. And... Hat in Time and...
The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I could do a Sonic game. It's just like, which one? Because I probably wanted something that would last at least a little bit. I guess I could just go for Sonic, Origins Collection and then do 1, 2, and then 3. And I guess CD. If somebody has a good Sonic game they want to recommend to me to put on, like, the list, let me know.
I mean, there's Adventure 2, but...
Yeah, but like I said, that's kind of like an us thing, I think. The day you stop streaming with me, all bets are off.
You're playing Adventure 2 again.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, screw Sam.
I think we've done it twice on stream?
I think I did it once and you did it once. Like, we might have also... Like, we screwed around with it a few times.
Yeah, we started recording it on my channel at one point.
Yeah.
If I played through, I would want to try to get through it in one stream and go fast, because that's the spirit of Sonic.
Also, Legends Arceus is my second favorite Pokemon game. My first favorite is on the 3DS, so I can't stream it.
Legends Arceus is meh for me.
Well, you're dumb. Do you ever think of that?
For me, it's very hard to get over when a game looks like poop. It's like, it looks like I'm looking at a Gmod map. And that is very hard to get over in...
How does it feel to be racist?
2020. So, Master Ball.
Yep. I always wonder if I should have started with Sping.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, here's the thing. At some point, like, once we're done this, we're actually going to... In between games, we're going to do one story path for Sonic Heroes.
I thought 2.
I mean, I'll leave it up to you, but...
Oh, I thought we were doing 2 and 2.
No, I think we can do one a stream. So, like, we'll take breaks where we just do a play, like, one of the things. Once we're done Sonic Heroes, I think the plan is we do the same thing with Shadow the Hedgehog. Where we do, like, one path of that, right?
Yeah.
Lugia!
He's so distraught.
I mean, this was kind of... Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't that long ago, I'd almost... But then again, Shadow the Hedgehog... Well, Shadow Generations is something I can do in, like, one stream.
Mm-hmm. And you could always do Metroid Prime Fusion. Not Metroid Fusion. No Prime.
I could do Dread again, too. But I'm looking for, like, a third party at this point. Unless I want to bend the rules and say... Because, like... Nintendo doesn't make Pokemon games. They publish them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I should be able to get away with that.
You could do Bioshock. Bioshock's pretty good. You can do Until Dawn. I like Until Dawn a lot.
I'm probably gonna go with, like I said, things that I know I'll like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not 100% sure that I'd like that. Shadow Fire! Ah! Oh god, was that a...
It's a high roll, I feel like.
Yeah. Shadow End.
And then I think the game we played together. Oh.
Fuck you.
He's maybe in catch range now.
Maybe.
If you want to die inside, you can play Rise of Lyric. I don't think you can Knuckles exploit anymore.
I'm the one who told you that because I already played Rise of Lyric. And honestly, Rise of Lyric bores me, okay? Like, it's one of those games that it's like, I can do it. And it's not going to cause me that much emotional distress. I'm just going to be like, well, this is boring. Yeah, this is boring. What is...
This is a game. No idea. Did you check them? Summary. Hey? Huh. I think Storm is good.
Let's see what happens. Fight. Okay, it's just gonna attack both of them. I was kind of wondering.
Rhydon, you want in that ball. Sonic Unleashed is long.
Sonic Unleashed drives me crazy for the last, like, few levels of the game. I don't know. Eggman Land just goes on for way too long.
I think, isn't there... I thought there was one version of Unleashed that's supposed to be... You said Wii's better for motion controls, but I thought one of them... Oh, it might also be Wii. Like Shadow, Werehog gets broken up into smaller levels. In other consoles, though, it's like all one big level that goes on forever.
I hope you don't kill yourself.
That's gonna... Oh. Did not do that much. For how much he did to you.
I think, like, one of the things is that they're supposed to specifically target my Shadow Pokemon, so... I guess Gardevoir is catching strays.
Yeah, Heroes just would be a couple of streams. It'd be like to
I think it'd be 4.
Other series. One for each.
Yeah.
Have you looked up how long the game is? And then divide it by 4? Roughly?
I mean, they're not even.
Yeah, but roughly.
I am hoping... Damn it, Rhydon. They stayed in the balls a lot easier last time.
12 hours.
We could even possibly do a partial... We'll see as we go. I think the pacemaker is going to be when you do Team Sonic normal mode.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
And then I have to decide...
If this doesn't work, I do bring Electabuzz in, because then at least they can...
Oh, not be super effective?
Yeah. Because, like, at this point, I can probably camp things out with Shadow Lugia.
Oh, on Wii/PS2, it's a bunch of separate levels. On 360 PS3, it's one huge levels.
What?
For Unleashed. The HD version is a totally different game? Was that a fan thing, or was that, like, an actual, they made an HD remake?
That's a good question.
I'm not up to date on my Sonic games. The music's so triumphant.
I was gonna say, you stayed in for a lot less than the other one. Executor! Oh my goodness, is that a Shadow Pokemon? Oh, it is! Oh! Wow! Oh no.
I have to decide if you're playing Fire Emblem 6 or Fire Emblem 4.
Well, I think you got a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, they should resist whatever he does, but I'm still, like, a little worried about just going, like, you know...
How many streams did Sacred Stones take?
4? Maybe 5.
I would imagine 6 would take... maybe 6? And 4... it could be... even more.
Paralyzed, damn it.
4 is long, but I want to see your reaction to things. Wii and PS2 are not HD, developed by Dimps, which did Rush and Advance. 360 and PS3 are HD and were done by Sonic Team.
Well, I have the Wii version.
I don't know which one people like better.
I think the Wii's supposed to be one of the better versions.
I thought people liked that the Werehog levels were split up instead of just being long and drawn out. But I could be wrong on that.
I don't really mind most of the Werehog levels. It's just kind of it's kind of silly, and they play some jazz for you.
Shadow End.
I think I will heal spam at this point.
Yeah, you can. Lugia's not taking a lot of damage.
I don't want the Executor killing himself.
Yeah. You could just burn like a super potion or something.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Because I'm not sure which of your moves want to kill.
Yeah. Can I organize this in any way? Is there...
You had rare candies.
Yeah, I do. Do you have a point that you're making there?
Could have used... This is the final fight.
I have post-game. Damn you, you stupid son of a bitch!
I'm a big Executor person.
I like Alolan.
Okay, this.
How dare you?
I would like the Sidui and Morantis.
That's fair.
I'll always have a grass type. Oh!
Yeah, he's being dumb. I don't know if you're aware, but he's being, like, so dumb.
Edgy does not have Sing, does it?
No. What do you mean, it?
She does not have Sing.
Thank you.
Executor.
Ay, ay, ay.
Did you have any fun ways of catching Pokemon as a wee lad? I used to think...
hold down the B button?
No, I wouldn't look. I went through a don't look phase. I went through a hold the DS upside down phase. I went through a phase where I would like try to talk him into it.
Please, sir. Please. I beg of thee. Please, be so kind as to get it to the ball.
I was desperate to catch legendaries, and it always took forever. That's like my least favorite part of every game.
I think we just gotta... Okay, first off. No, not that. Item... Hyper for this one, maybe?
Sure.
That might be overkill. It's fine. It's back up to full, though.
It's not that overkill. It should just be 120. And it healed 111 of that, maybe?
It said it would recover 200. I was gonna say, you're not gonna stay in. You're gonna be a little
I could have
bitch.
sworn it was 120 until like Gen 7 or 8 when they upped it to 200.
Well, maybe they were ahead of the time. You ever think of that?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just energy root or something?
That only hurts my Altaria. No, not Hyper Potion, you fool. Ultra Ball.
Oh, 1 through 6 it heals for 200. And then Gen 7 it's 120. Okay, so 7 onward it dropped to 120. I was reversed. I got less.
Damn it. If only I would have procced the stinking Paralyze.
I got more.
I think I already couldn't escape, but thank you.
Dede's not going anywhere.
I don't think there's PP on those, right?
Dede's not stuck with you. You're stuck with Dede now. Oh yeah.
Okay, we procced it.
MVP.
Almost kind of want to keep Tauros at... Tauros is going to have a kill me move. You know?
Tauros might have guts. It can have Intimidate.
I mean a kill me move as...
Or Anger Point. I think it's Anger Point, actually. What do you think it has?
I think it's going to have some sort of recoil move.
Oh, not kill you, kill him.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah. I kind of don't want two birds out at the same time.
Yeah.
Stay in the ball. You stupid piece of shit. Okay.
These catch rates
that's the trick.
Definitely boosted. There's no way.
That is the trick. You just gotta... Did you think of calling them a piece of shit, Sam? Did you consider calling them a piece of shit? Piece of shit, shit, piece of shit. Piece of shit, shit, piece of shit. Okay. The Shadow Rush hurt me as well. Fight Dragon Breath. Proc the Paralysis. Please.
Oh, they don't follow normal catch rates, but people aren't sure how exactly they work.
What do you mean? Every Pokemon game has been dissected.
I don't know. Because Tropius, this person did a test. Tropius should have been 100% catch rate using the calculator, but it escaped. Meanwhile, a lot of the dogs in the previous game could be caught on your first ball. But then the final boss is Tyranitar, which should be easier to catch than them. Usually takes longer, so... It's unclear how catching works.
Okay.
I guess they don't keep their type, it's just Shadow. If the Shadow Ice wasn't very effective.
Yeah. I just need the... Sam. Can you wish upon a star? I need the paralysis.
Dede is the star. Oh, you got 2 birds.
Yeah, but they're like the last birds, right?
You better catch 2 birds with 1 ball. You can have 2 Pokemon in the same Pokemon.
Oh, is that how that works?
Calyrex. Oh, yeah.
That is still one of the stupidest Pokemon.
That's a tank. Please, no. No! She held the line for so long.
Yeah, well, I have some revives that I can use.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize the rest of the team had already...
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't... Shadowy Aura faded away.
They have the same cutscenes, the game mechanics are different, and have totally different levels, and a bunch of other stuff is different. Generally fans prefer the HD version. So not the Wii and PS2. It's for Sonic.
I think I use a revive if...
Ooh.
I think I just use a revive. I'm kind of hoping that Articuno flinches so I can do it with Bruce's turn.
Does this have a chance to flinch?
He used Bite.
Oh.
He used Bite. Although the problem is, it might just kill.
I just killed Bruce right
here. Yeah, it does.
Revive Altaria. Or, I don't know, whoever you think is gonna have the best ball. I'm not sure if they're hitting on physical or
If I need to redo this... Oops, no. If I need to redo this, we put the Dragon Fang back on Altaria. On Deity.
What'd she have now?
Experience share.
Oh. Or you could give her leftovers.
Also not a bad idea.
She bulky. Heal Altaria? Oh, no. How's Altaria full? Did you use Max Revive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I am just throwing haymakers in the dark, okay?
Articuno, get in the ball! Oh.
But that first Wiggly, you were like, maybe.
I like Zapdos. I like the Galarian birds a lot. They're very cool.
Damn it. It still might be fine.
Altaria is always fine, because Altaria is the GOAT. Paralysis. Oh.
If only she were faster. Oh, I could use Dragon Dance, but at this point it just feels like this is not the time to set up, you know?
Mm-hmm. Altaria's not slow, but it's just not that super fast, 'cause it's bulky.
Man, I really wish I could organize my inventory right here.
What are you looking for?
We'll do this.
You believe in Altaria.
I kind of almost want to say that if they both attack Altaria, she might be dead.
I don't know how they decide who to attack.
Very carefully.
Dragon Breath. Hit them with your stinky breath and get the paralysis.
Damn it.
Oh.
I don't know if Articuno can take another one, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. You got timer balls in the back.
I do, actually. You think that's better than Ultra?
Probably at this point. You've been through a whole battle.
Let's see.
Critical
Come on.
capture.
When did they add those?
6 or 7?
I could do chip damage with the double attack on Shadow Lugia to get Articuno down to red.
Oh, yeah. Because that was doing like nothing.
But we'll see if I don't need to bring, build back up precious Deity. Paralyze, 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 paralyze. You can paralyze an electric type, just not with an electric move. Yes!
Oh, that's why Altaria is the best.
Okay, we're gonna do Timer Ball, and we're gonna do Shadow Storm. Because Shadow Storm will do chip. I think we can just wait things out if we catch one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
No! It wiggled 3 times, Sam! It wiggled 3!
I can't figure out how many when it added. Oh, critical capture. It has a section on the page. You want to know what generation added critical capture?
6? Oh,
Only
5.
the
Never
best
mind.
generation.
Never mind. I knew exactly when it's like, it took me a second, but it's like, no, wait, he's getting smug. I think we all know what this means.
Seemed like one generation in particular was very Very
Forward
ahead of
thinking.
its time. Yeah.
Okay.
Added so many great features that everyone loves.
Oh, anyway, I think Baby gets...
I don't remember getting critical captures in Gen 5, though.
Maybe you weren't good enough.
Or maybe
Honestly, I think initially with critical captures, it's like you have to have, like, full decks or something, didn't you?
I'll go back to the Wikipedia
Listen, it's not important.
page.
Just let me spout my misinformation. Nobody cares.
Critical capture.
No! It's doing 3, Sam. It's doing 3, and you know it's just to piss me off.
The probability of critical capture corresponds with the number of Pokemon caught in the Pokedex. Okay, less than or equal to 30, 0, 31 to 150.5, so forth, and then over 600 it maxes out at 2.5. Thoughts on Mega Evolution?
Oh, they're
amazing.
Dope. They're dope.
I love Mega Evolution.
Easily the best of the gimmicks.
That was when
Terrestrial makes things interesting from, you know, like, from a strategic point.
I don't care for it in competitive, but I think I'm an outlier, so.
Z moves, they're alright. Yes! 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 Oh, that was a good turn!
I got very into competitive when Megas were hot. And it felt cool having Banette as like my signature Mega because you know no one else in OU was using a Mega Banette.
Ay, ay, ay.
That was my boy.
I don't think I finished talking about the one thing. Ay, ay. Which feels like for a minute there, I was just like, they're just gonna give it to me. They're just like, I've been defeated. What else can I do? If only he would have given me, like, 5 Master Balls, you know? Like, the machine broke after 1?
I'll catch the Rhydon, but I would like Master Balls for the rest. Oh, I guess you used on Shadow Lugia, so you would have needed.
I would have needed 4, so... I would have needed 4 for the birds. The rest I can deal with.
Don't care about the rest.
Well, it's like, I can deal with them.
Not as hard to catch. So it seems like Altaria is a bit of an MVP.
She was definitely good for this battle.
She's paralyzing things. She's tanking hits. Everybody else is going down in like 1, 2 hits. Altaria is here.
Why was the zap there? You know what? We're not gonna complain. I caught it!
Thanks to Altaria.
Yes, thank you, Altaria. Oh, I think he screamed or something.
No. She needs to be your favorite dragon now.
It's still Gudra, but, like, I do like most... I'm trying to think if there's a dragon I dislike. I like Dragon. You're like Dragon. Dumb as shit. How? I'm your child. I'm your child.
Isn't Eternatus
I'm your child. Crushed my cherished plan. Eternatus is kind of stupid.
Eternatus is okay. I just can't tell where his
What?
face is. And what
This
he's
can't
doing.
be. Courage, your fault I won't forgive. There is no forgiving. I think I should leave. I think I should leave before they're like, 3rd phase! Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up Citadark Island with the child still on it. This is a little extreme.
Too?
But if I did that, our Shadow Pokemon data and our subordinates would be lost as well. Fuck those guys. Such things that can be replaced. We must assure our own survival. I readied a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right.
Do they think we're gonna kill him?
Wait. Oh.
Oh, red guy.
Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed. Shame, clinging to fullest pride will guarantee Cypher's demise. Cypher must survive. This is our duty. A man Grandmaster feels the same way. Yes, for Cypher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. You have no Pokemon. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. Steve's Nuts was defeated. Nothing else remains of Cypher. Silent Cypher will live forever. If only this child hadn't... Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Citadark Island. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child.
He was such a cool.
We're
old
gonna
man.
try to kill you and just everybody else in the process and let only us survive. But be cool about it. Stop, let's put an end to this. I think I made a joke about them being like, Dad, no, the Gorilla Man. But I was gonna make a joke with the blue guy coming up and being like, oh, Dad, you beat my dad. But I'm like, I don't want to copy Game Grumps too much. Don't call him father, call him the Grandmaster.
I kind of thought those two might be brothers, but...
Father, you lost sight of what is
important.
important. You got carried away with the whole Grandmaster nonsense. It's impossible to take over just producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. I feel like I should just leave, where it's like, well, gotta get out of there in case they do blow it up. Although I have Shadow Lugia.
Yeah.
And they have, like, the canopy open. I could just leave.
But you need your special Kyogre mobile. You promised that one guy a ride in it.
That's true, actually.
You need to save at least that guy and the Kyogre mobile.
This child's pure heart won out over XD's nuts. Not the Master Ball. Their pure heart. We were in the wrong. Silence, silence, silence. Why aren't you showing some spirit? We've come so far. Cypher's finish. Father, you should know that there's more than anyone. I don't want to juggle three voices anymore. I'm sorry. Oh.
Okay, I'll just blow up the island then. I don't care.
You're gonna have to be on your tippy toes to take my hand. Now please stand up. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we have done. Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake.
I made an oopsies.
Thanks to your courage, we're finally able to wake from our nightmare. Thank you. We have nothing to fear from us ever. You have nothing. You returned your home to your family. Let's meet again. That's right. I have a single parent and a sister.
You're not gonna get to
Next time we
again.
battle,
You're
it
gonna
won't
be
be
in jail.
mortal enemies. I'll look forward to it. You don't know that. Metroid escape sequence?
And you have to do battles on your way out.
Oh.
Blue guy definitely is detonating the island, isn't he? He had a smug look on his face as he crept out of that
Maybe
room.
they didn't program disappointment, you know? Maybe it was only, like, he only gets one expression, and it was like, I feel good about myself. My
You did
farts
it.
smell delicious.
Everyone's so happy. Yay! He's dressed like a minion still.
This was before Minions. Surbots were also before Minions, as were Ravids. I think I've said my
Yeah.
theory on stream that I'm pretty sure they just took the pill-like body and the screechy antics of the
The criminals are just cool and are
We
friends now.
help Team Snag'em #1. Jobin was there.
Jobin.
The function and colors of Surbots with the pill-shaped body and screechy poop antics of the Ravids. I'm gonna piss and then I'm gonna say my final thoughts.
On this game.
Yes.
I think we have very different ways of rating games, so I'll be interested.
What?
I think we have different ways of rating games. Because for me, I think I've said before, like, I've rated a game that, like, I kind of enjoyed as, like, a 7 or an 8, and you were like, a 7 or an 8? And I was like, yeah, because, like, 1 is I don't like it, 10 is I love the game, and then for me, 5 is, like, middle of the road. Like, it's a decent game, it's good, but it's not, like, my favorite. But I guess people are used to, like, the school way of grading things, where it's like, if you get a 50%, you're cooked. You
That's
failed the
probably
class.
how I would do it.
But
Anyway.
that gives you so little room for actual, like, rating something. Because you need 70 or above to be like, this is not
You
even
could get a
good.
D.
Like, it needs to be 90. It needs to be a 9 out of 10 to even just be good. If you do things
80
like
is
that.
pretty good, and 70 I think is decent.
80 is like a C. That's like...
In the,
not
yeah,
that
80s to
good.
90s is, listen, I think it's fine. Can I say my thoughts?
Go for it.
This was fine. I think I liked Coliseum better just because it was kind of more interesting, like, the things they wanted you to make work in that. Plus, like, I feel like that one didn't jerk you around as much. There are times where it's just like, go talk to this guy, and then go talk to this guy, and then go talk to this guy. But it's still a Pokemon game. I still had fun with it. Like, if I were to rank all of the games, I don't think this would be terribly high, but I still enjoyed it. It's fine.
Eh.
And it still did do the thing where it forced me to use some things I wouldn't typically, and I had, like, you know, I liked my team. Yeah, I used the Gardevoir like I always did, but the rest of them were kind of unusual for me. I'm allowed one.
For me, that's what Nuzlocke's are for.
Well, apparently you want to do a Soul Link at some point, but you're sacking the Soul Link so that you can do...
We could do a Soul Link instead.
It's up to you. It's, like, completely up to you, right?
Yeah.
I think I get a Dragonite if I, you know, like, catch and purify all the other ones, by the way. Which, there is a Togepi that I can just get, so I think I have most of them. I'll check the list once we go back in.
A Soul Link would be fun. The only problem is, we don't know if that's one stream or, like, 6 to 7 streams.
I did think about making a joke where it's like, where you're like, we're doing a Soul Link, and it's like, well, I'm gonna immediately throw. I worry about that because, okay, I feel like I'm gonna use somebody else as a benchmark here, and as long as he doesn't hear about it, he won't get offended. I feel like the difference in skill between me and you is like the difference in skill between me and Brandon, if that makes sense.
How did I know you were gonna bring poor Brandon into this?
I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna get a lot of them killed, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Or we could even just do a Nuzlocke where I advise you.
Listen, it's completely up to you.
But if we do a Soul Link, I could stream the other POV on my channel at the same time. And that could be fun.
I thought there was only like 81 of them. What am I missing?
You caught a lot of Shadow Pokemon.
I need Dragonite?
You need Togepi.
Was there a Togepi missing?
There was a Togepi at the bottom. So are you missing Dragonite and Togepi?
Well, there's something really funny about the Togepi thing, okay?
You should trade for Wooper. Oh, no.
Here's the really funny thing about Togepi. Here's the hilarious thing about Togepi. I've heard that you returned from City Dark Island. I sent a message up as an invitation to War Coliseum. I will arrive a search for you in person. Okay.
It's Jody.
Okay, apparently to, like, heal stinking Shadow Lugia, I just need, like, a perfect tempo, and he automatically gets purified. And I think I have at least one of those set up, so...
Do you want to purify him?
I'm a good person, okay?
He's not cool looking then.
That is a little annoying, I'll admit it, right?
I don't suppose you can save to, like, multiple files, like have a save before and after?
No, I'm just gonna do it. I like Lugia. Lugia's still cool.
He's alright.
You're a filthy frickin' gold version user, aren't you?
I always played Soul Silver, but...
And Big Red, don't spoil the surprise. I actually know where to get Togepi.
It's in the toilet. You just reach in there, pull them up and out, and boom.
Oh, you're gonna see some things.
Does Jobin have a Togepi? I love Jobin. Super Fang.
Let's see if this works.
Is that perfect tempo?
I could name him Sam. He could be in honor of you.
No!
Sure, I'll do that instead.
Sean?
Doesn't really make any sense at all.
Surgus.
I always pronounce it Sergis. I could very easily be wrong.
Surges.
He's an enemy in Mega Man X2, which I don't think you've ever played.
I think I started it, maybe?
Okay, let's see if I can get away with making this perfect.
Does that one have like a reindeer guy?
Flame Stag. Why can't I put... Can I only put 2 down? Huh.
That's not a perfect tempo.
Yeah, I think I have some... Okay.
How do you perfect tempo?
Well, I think slot 9 is a perfect tempo.
Oh. Everyone there is vibing.
Although I thought I could get more than 4. Huh. That's weird. Let's see if this works as advertised. Do you think the guy would lie to me?
Your flow isn't perfect. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, that might actually be it. You know what? I'm gonna step off of it, and if it immediately purifies, great. And if it doesn't, then I'll go back in and I'll swap it quick.
I don't know what affects tempo and flow.
I think I can look up, like, some people have mapped out which ones are, like, the good ones, right? So I could do it.
Are you bringing Fang back in?
Every single Shadow Pokemon? Okay. I'll look it up later just to see, because, you know, just in case I'm missing anything. But okay. Then I won't worry about it for right now.
Is Articuno your favorite of the birds?
Yes.
Oh. You were just gonna walk past without saying anything.
It's me! You can sure you have forgotten who I am. I sent you an email earlier. Yes. I panicked and sent the email before I finished, but I'm glad to hear you received it. I was inspired by your battle exploits. Do what you say, baby. What to battle with you? Yes, I do. For zero countless trainers that would be honored to battle with Safers. I therefore decided to take charge and organize the causes you. But before we talk about you and I, okay, fine. My consent doesn't matter.
Does he have a Togepi? He has Pikachu.
Yeah, he does.
He loves his Pikachu.
Do you think I'm okay?
Oh no, he's Pichu's.
What level?
You never added Fang back in. I think you only have a party of 5.
Yes, because I was going to get the Togepi, okay?
Oh.
The scanner goes off. Yugen! Oh my god, why?
They're all Shadow Pichus. You're gonna get static.
That was Psychic.
With return.
Listen, I think he has like a Pichu, a Pichu, a Pikachu, a Pikachu,
And a Raichu.
and a Raichu. I want to say that's his team. You'll never guess what my favorite Pokemon is.
At least he's doing what he loves.
I think Regis Altair of Hollow Stars English did an entire run of...
The Chandelier?
No, that was Pomu Rain Puff.
Oh.
He did Scarlet Violet with only stinking Pikachu.
Oh my goodness. You got hit with thunder.
Damn it!
Oh my goodness, that's the Pichu that could.
You know what? We're just gonna...
Oh, it's getting
Who cares?
real.
It already works. Anyway.
Oh, that Pichu is going off.
I think he also, though, failed the interview at the end.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So I proc Static, he hit Thunder, he procced Paralysis, and then we got double Paralyzed.
Egan is a threat.
Ooh.
Oh, I was waiting to see if it killed Big Billy.
I'm thinking of using Rest next turn and then Snore. Because if I do that, like, you know, it doesn't matter, right?
Big Red said just have all the tempo... Having the tempo in all 9 sets be perfect and put Shadow Lugia in.
Oh, 9 sets? What the fuck?
He's a mad boy. You gotta really purify him. They said it couldn't be done.
can I be paralyzed when I try to rest? Will it be like, oh no, you can't sleep, you're in the middle of being paralyzed?
It could happen. I like Raichu.
I like Alolan Raichu.
I also like Alolan Raichu. I always want to use one on the playthrough, and I'm like, that's Hal's thing. I can't use it. Oh yeah, the grass type. Oh, I thought you picked Sping. That's
No.
not a grass type.
It is not.
It's bulky though, and dragon.
So, what do you think? Like, what is the chance of paralysis on Thunder?
I think 10. Maybe it's higher because accuracy is low. It might be 30. It's somewhere between 10 and 30.
Was it because they let me catch all the things and they're just like, well, you've had it too good. You've had it too good for too long.
Egan's just good.
I could use Heal Bell. I might do that next turn.
Oh, it was 10%. It got raised to 30%.
Raichu's just killing everything.
Raichu has a pretty good special attack stat. He killed Altaria?
Yeah.
Oh,
In
Volt
one hit.
Tackle or...
No, just Thunder. It would have did normal damage.
What? That was if you hit him with Return, he probably just crumples like paper, but... What did you get hit by?
Snore.
Oh.
Go ahead.
That Pichu.
I'm just saying, like, this is very statistically unlikely.
Somebody run the calcs. I mean, Thunder's 100% now that it's rain, but yeah. Holy moly. Did you go for the snore?
Yes, I did.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be a high roll into a low roll.
Should have brought frickin' Shadow Lugia.
Oh.
Fucking nuked your ass, you stupid little prick. But no, I had business, okay?
This Pichu is insane. So, how are your feelings about this game?
Well, I think this is bullshit.
Back to Rain Dance.
Yeah. Oh, I called it. Oh,
Raichu?
oh, eat shit and
Yeah.
die. What are the chances of procting?
Wait, huh? Oh.
Oh, static didn't proc. What?
I
No
thought he was
way.
dead.
No fucking way.
He's on like 1.
Well, he's asleep.
Wake up, turn 1, Thunder. That's not even, like, usually it has a little red glow at the end. That's just a blank health bar.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Egan fucking cheats.
Egan's breaking out the Game Shark. You can win with your favorite Pokemon. All you have to do is hack. No, not the Pichu.
Aye.
Oh, well.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, my last guy is fucking, you know, is Bruce, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and it woke up!
You're on 1 HP, man. What are you doing with counter? Well, you won.
Not, I mean, probably. Oh, yeah, because it killed itself.
Yeah.
Never mind. Fuck you. Like, fuck you.
He was the true final boss with his Pichus.
What? I bet you didn't know that we did loaded dice and not loaded dice. I know there's some item that just is like, yeah, no.
There's loaded dice now.
So what of that Cyber Rising? I must say I enjoyed myself tremendously. I'm sure the other trainers are gathering in the lower Coliseum, which I bet you believe very much like you to come. Fuck you, Egan.
You get there and now he has a full team of Raichus.
Demonstrators in the land have gathered with you as the goal. We'll be waiting for you at the Lower Coliseum. I think they're actually pretty strong, which begs the question, why didn't they beat Team Cypher?
They're busy training.
You're busy. Fucking... I think I kept Bruce one level away from getting Poison Fang.
Would you like Poison Fang? Oh, if only you had a rare candy that you could have used a while ago to just bring him to the level where he could learn a stab poison move that wasn't Poison Sting. But that would be crazy.
Listen.
We're gonna need those rare candies.
Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I was kind of starting to talk about, yeah, we have a little bit of time before we call it.
Big Red says it's tough. Or Coliseum.
Yeah, I might do Battle Tower first.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, Cordell. He was one of the scientists you could have fought that you didn't.
Okay.
I think. Is that it?
I mean, maybe. Possibly. There was something, you know, I saw like a meme or like somebody complaining on Splatoon where they're like, I don't think it was just when we end Salmon Run and somebody still has their specials, it pisses me off. I think it was specifically like when we wipe and somebody hasn't used their specials, it pisses me off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, that's me. I have a bad habit of it. I'm gonna go here.
You should give him Shadow Ball if you're gonna use him.
We'll see. For right now, we'll see what happens. Like, I'll just do things. But yeah, we can start. It's close enough to 4 hours that we can probably start wrapping up. Although I did also want to say, because I don't think I like commented I don't know if it's worth commenting on. I was just gonna say, I had a headache today. I've been having headaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was bugging me, and it's like, you should really just take, you know, because like I have a...
Your bag's full.
Yeah, I guess it is. Huh.
This is why you can't hoard.
Like, I'll hold on to my shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have, like, an obscene amount of stinking, whatchamacallit, like, sick time and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know what to do, never mind. And then just, like, I would like to use it, but I don't.
Yeah.
And then I'm, like, sitting there with, like, a major headache, and I'm like, this is what you've been waiting for, just do it. So I finally did it. But yeah, like, I've been having one heck of a time. Like, I think, I'm trying to figure out why. I think I started saying this. It could be because I'm stressed. It could be, like, I think it might be screen time, honestly. Which, as much screen time as I have, it feels weird for it to, you know, it to pop up now of all freaking times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard to get around because data entry and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Experience share, yeah.
I imagine he'll take some advice for the Coliseum if you have any hot tips for going into it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it before too long now.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can apply it even if you do it on your own.
Yeah, that is certainly true. I don't think I need this.
Just wait, what? Check your boys.
At some point I will.
Can you not sell them?
I don't want to. I'd rather hold on to them. But yeah, it makes me think that I should look into a job that maybe I'm not on screens and not sitting all the time.
It could also be allergies are really bad this year. And even if you don't, like, typically get allergies, maybe with your asthma.
Yeah, I had, like, the window open. I was getting, like, a weird layer of something. Just, I guess, from pollen on everything. And I felt, I was like, well, hopefully my stuff still works.
I'm always really bad with allergies, but this year feels especially bad.
I get away with actually tackling Section 7? I guess we'll see. I think they're like in their 50s, which is a bit of a problem. It doesn't matter.
Are you gonna give him EXP share for now?
Yeah. But yeah, then I was also thinking, it's like...
It's just mean that they default you to new.
Yeah,
I would accidentally tap new.
It's happening, I needed to reset. But yeah, But then I'm thinking about all this, and I'm like, well, if society collapses, it won't matter. I can just be a raider instead.
Yeah, allergies will still exist, though.
Yeah, they probably will. Although I was also, like, thinking... Okay, this was, like, a conversation I had in my head earlier about the whole raider and everything. It was just to get to this. I feel like if I were to fight, I'd probably be better... Not really with big hulking weapons, although I was wondering if I were to use a weapon, what do you think would suit me?
You like crowbars.
I do like crowbars.
You could do the Walking Dead thing and put some barbed wire on a baseball bat.
Baseball bat that can block stinking bullets. They are 57. Holy shit.
Ooh, they only have 3 though.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I can always back out.
Barbed wire on a baseball bat's not a terrible idea.
But yeah.
Easy to swing and cutting potential.
Anyway, I was gonna mention about how I was stealthy, and I was wondering if, like, do you also have an easy time creeping up on people?
Yes. There will be times when I'm just standing next to a person, not even, like, trying to, like, sneak up on them, and be like, oh!
Do you realize why that probably is, by the way?
'Cause quiet footsteps.
We live in a wooden house with creaky boards.
So we're used to having to step.
Yeah, like if we're walking around in like the middle of the night, like going to the bathroom or something, we might not want to make the most noise.
Mm-hmm.
So we keep it quiet, right?
Because some people be walking, you can hear them from a mile away.
So yeah, that is my thought there, that we are stealthy because of the sort of house that we live in.
Because it's not like a conscious thing either.
Like, a lot of people have given me, you know, like, I guess you could say shit for just being, like, just walking up and then, you know, like, because I can still hear my steps, and I can still hear, like, you know, whatever's on me clinking against each other. Like, my shoestrings bouncing around or something, right?
Yeah, I usually tuck my shoestrings.
But yeah.
And I wear jewelry, but usually my jewelry doesn't hit on each other, so...
And just in case it wasn't obvious, Big Red, you can. Any advice you want to give, I will take. But, you know, it's just like one of those things that's... Most people are like, I am ninja, but it's like, you are not ninja. I am ninja because...
Wooden house.
I have trained. Accidentally. Very, very... But it's just one of those things that's, like, freaking funny to me.
It's like, I'll be wearing big, tough boots at work because physical job. And even then, people are just like, oh.
Well, just always remember that...
I could assassinate a person.
Yeah, you could.
Not that I would, but...
I mean, never say never. Fucking Poison Fang, you bitch.
What class... What is your favorite Fire Emblem class? Or what do you think you would be? Because those might be 2 different things.
I go back and forth between, like, mage and assassin. Because there's the stealth element, and then there's also the part that I'm like, you know, I read a lot, so, and everything, so, like, tome. So it's like one or the other. I'm not gonna have any illusions of grandeur and be like, I would be a lord, or a paladin, or a general. It's like, it's either an assassin or a sage. That's like, those are the 2 options.
What's your favorite class?
It might be those 2, but also... I also really like generals. Like, those are probably my top 3. Generals just have, like, such good animations on the GBA. They are, like, the best ones.
I really like heroes for some reason, which is weird, because they're kind of, like, a little generic almost, I'd say.
I kind of get that.
There's something cool about them. And I also really like Malik Knights. From Fates, the one everybody hates. Oh, actually, it might be Dreadfighter. Probably Dreadfighter and then Malignite.
Wonder what they're gonna do.
You don't know what Dreadfighters are, though. They're a DLC class in Awakening and Fates, but they're from Echoes and Gaiden. They're really cool.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Malignites are
Damn
Camilla,
it.
the wyverns that shoot magic.
This game might have some balance problems.
What?
I think they're like mid 40s in the tier before this.
Oh.
So they've gone up like 15 fucking levels.
But they're an evolved Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, but they're still, 15 levels is enough to be faster than me.
Yeah.
And kick my butt.
Yeah, and by the end they'll have actual good Pokemon, probably.
Yeah, did I say before this? We might just. If I don't really want Big Billy to lose because of the whole, that's kind of hurting his return, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we quit here. Maybe I force myself through this and then I quit. I think my phone died.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. One other thing about the crowbar, though, I remember saying at work something like, it's like, yeah, zombie apocalypse ever happens, I'll just carry a crowbar around, and they're like, if people have guns out there, that's not gonna, that's not gonna stop them. And I'm like, listen, it's a helpful tool. I don't really like the idea of guns because they're noisy. You can hurt yourself. There's a lot of drawbacks with that. And it's one of those. Yeah, that's the other thing. There's a lot of drawbacks, right?
Unless you're heavy arms. And then, do you have ammo?
Oh, he's run out before.
Yeah, but
But my whole point though, when they were bringing that up was, I'm just like, listen, here's the thing. If you see a random unarmed dipshit walking around and a guy with a crowbar, even if you have a gun and can probably, you can easily take him out or whatever, you're still probably gonna go for the dipshit that doesn't have anything, right?
Mm-hmm. I also don't know if everyone is as good with guns as they think they are.
That is the other thing. In video games, you point and click and bam, there's a headshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
In real life, it is a lot harder to aim. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you dodge bullets or whatever, but they have to be a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I guess we can start wrapping up. I think I said all the random bullshit that I wanted to. Do you have anything else?
No, I guess we'll be us together hiatus for a week or two.
Yeah, I think after this, just to see if I can if I have a good idea of what I'm gonna do next, I'll probably ask you for the thing. So I'll probably just put up the poll right after this, and we'll see about Sunday. If they have something. You leave on Tuesday, I think you said?
No, I don't leave till
Oh, next Friday.
Thursday or Friday.
So I can put it off a little bit. So Wednesday for... Why am I even talking about this here? Nobody cares. I can have this conversation off stream.
Behind the scenes.
But yeah. So yeah, we beat this game. I'm still gonna go for a little bit longer on my own to try and get everything. But like I said, I enjoyed this well enough. I don't rave... Yeah, I wouldn't rave about it nearly as much as most people do. And it is a very old, nostalgic game that's edgy as hell.
I don't think this one's as edgy as the last one, right?
Oh, it's not. But it's still you stealing Pokemon and then being like, the Shadow Lugia! What if Lugia was black? And it's like, yo, what if Lugia was black? I guess that'd be pretty rad. But yeah, I need to at least charge my phone a little bit.
Aaron likes to be included.
Well, I appreciate you hanging out.
But he didn't get a Pokemon named after him.
No. I'm still gonna have this reset after this, even though I frickin' won. Just because I don't want to lose it from Big Billy,
Yeah. What if this guy gives you $10 million?
Well, then I guess I'll get it the next time I beat him when I have stronger Pokemon.
How do you grind?
I guess one level when they're pushovers.
Oh, just rerun 50.
Yeah, I'll look and see where I can do things. But yeah, so yeah, I think we can call it here. The plan for the rest of the week is Saturday, I will be doing Mega Man Powered Up with Mega Man. Next Tuesday will be Donkey Kong 64 again. And beyond that, who frickin' knows?
Or you could do Wind Waker Hero Quest. Is that what it's called? Where it's like one hit.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's built into the game.
Is it?
I think so. It's like the challenge mode after you beat the game.
I'll look into it, but I think I'm just gonna do it normal because I want to have a good time. I don't think it would be, like, supremely hard, but I think it would be at least a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to have a good time, okay?
Fall a little too far.
I just want to have a good time. I'll probably 100% it.
It's a good game.
And it'll just be, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe people like Hat in Time or Arceus. What am I doing for the other one? What am I doing for the third party?
Oh, HD, you also get the fast sale.
Yeah. But yeah, do you have anything to say?
No, we'll be back with Sonic, everybody's favorite blue hedgehog.
In like
Couple weeks.
2 weeks or whatever. Maybe 3, because yeah, 2 weeks would be if you skip next. Yeah. So
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks. Within a month. Probably.
We'll do Sonic.
But yeah, with that, we'll call it here. So thanks everybody stopped in to watch. Thanks everybody checked out the VOD. I enjoyed this much more than Donkey Kong 64. And yeah. If you enjoyed this, maybe consider subscribing and check out my main channel Explosion, which is linked on the front of this one. Last week, I did a review of Donkey Kong Country, which I don't even think hit 50 views, so not my best performing one, not my best seller. But this week I'll be doing about, like story in game and whether it can save a game or tank it. Probably, assuming I can get it ready in time. That's what you'll be reading after we're done here.
Okay.
But yeah, with that, thanks to everybody who stopped in to watch. I think there's just enough people here that I can name names. Rayquaza, Big Red, Medler, Aaron. And thanks everybody who checks out the VOD. So yeah, thanks and have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening.
Bye-bye.
I figure I can probably do everything I want to do in this game within the next